wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called Suck Spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
It is Friday. Welcome to the KVJ show. Hello, everybody. It's your weekend.
Hello.
Looking forward to a good time this weekend. It's good to see you guys.
Yes, happy Friday.
Bird, I like this cultivated look that you got here. Where do you buy so many trinkets and beads?
You just go to, it was kind of like a farmer's market kind of a thing out there in Lake Park. They do it once a month. Mm-hmm. It's called the Rust Market. My buddy JR puts it on.
Yeah.
And it's people bring out all of their old stuff.
Yeah, you kind of actually look like a guy who work at a farmer's market.
There was a couple guys that looked like me. No,
yeah,
this is.
I was going to say
that's where I'm trending into a market.
Farmer's market. That's kind of what it is.
He's a guy that sells like leather goods at the farmer's market.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Or maybe mood rings.
Yeah,
homemade
mood rings. Yeah.
My dad used to make rings back in the day. I am my father's son.
Trying to figure out everything you'd have going on in your tent, but
turquoise.
Yeah.
He sells turquoise.
Yeah, like those rings.
Yeah,
it's oversized turquoise. Like who would even fit that on their finger?
My dad sold those back in the 70s.
And sometimes you go to hit it and you're like, wait, that's not turquoise, that's plastic. Okay, that's why it's $5.
I gotta tell you, back in 78, booming. Business was booming with those rings.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're still around. Well, there you go. If you'd like to see Jbird's cultivated look and everything else going on the KVJ show, we are not only on your radio, we're also on your TV. Flat screens can get us on YouTube. Just go look for the KVJ show. We are on your apps. You can simply go download the 97.9 WRMF app easily, and also on smart speakers. Easy way to do that. You can listen each weekday from 6 to 10. All you do is just say, hey, play the KVJ show. Or you can listen any other time during the day. Just say, play the KVJ show podcast. Add that to it. And you got KVJ anytime,
Fancy.
day or night. Oh, we do it all, Virginia. We're all over the place and in your face.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Uh-oh, I saw this morning and I thought about you, Kevin.
Uh-oh.
For a man that loves sports programming,
I do.
I've got some bad news. Hopefully you're sitting down.
I am sitting down.
All right, I'll
news.
share it with you for a second.
Uh-oh.
You better stick around, Kevin.
Oh, I will. I'm not going anywhere, Virginia. I promise you.
Some good news, though, before that. Vince Vaughn, if you love Wedding Crashers, confirmed that there will be a sequel to Wedding Crashers.
So I love Wedding Crashers. This makes me a little nervous. It's too long after.
Me too. I thought I had the exact same thought that you were doing. I'm like, what are they doing now?
I mean, I'm not saying these sequels can't work. Every now and then they do. It's been, 12 years?
Yeah.
13?
It was 2005.
And there's just two. I think there's just kind of like an era of your life where jackassery is comedic.
Well, where do they go from here? Does Owen Wilson or Vince Vaughn get a divorce and they're back to crashing weddings?
I don't know.
What's the plot?
It feels more sad than it does.
I don't know if they're going to be in it so much as directing it. So it might be other cats in it and them like the directors. But they are the directors.
I'm with Kevin.
I mean, we'll see.
You know what they'll end up doing is they'll probably have a role like Will Ferrell had. They'll be mentors of the Wedding Crashers coming up into the future.
Yeah, but what was great about the movie, Vince Vaughn was just on a roll. That's when he was cranking out the old schools, and he just had that character. He played the same character in every movie, but it was just fun and funny. He was the irreverent, drunk bozo that everybody wanted to be. It worked. I don't know what he is now.
You got us talking during the dirt, Virginia.
Mm-hmm. I like it. This is a sweet story. So if you're a mom, you know how tough it is if you're trying to breastfeed and work. I brought a pump in here, and I was pumping actually during the show, but it's just a little bit odd to have things hooked up to your udders, and it makes noise while it's sucking on your breast.
It only got odd when we did a bit where I was using it on my nipples.
remember that, yeah.
We have a little bit more of a loose atmosphere, but I can only imagine how tough it was for Jennifer Garner when she was filming a movie trying to do it. You know, a movie set has hundreds of people on it. And Matthew McConaughey noticed something was wrong. They were filming Dallas Buyers Club together, and he looked at her, he's like, "You all right, girl?" And she was explaining to him, "Oh, well, I need to breastfeed, I need to pump, I need to do all this." And he came up with a thing where whenever she was stressed because she knew she needed to go pump, he would ask the crew for a break for him, so they would all have to leave the set and she could pump in private, and nobody would put it on her. They would put it on him, the star of the movie, and no one's going to tell Matthew he can't have a break.
Okay,
Wasn't that sweet?
That is. He seems like a solid dude. Big fan
I
of
love
his.
that. That made me so happy.
Yeah, he's all around good dude.
And finally, here's that sad news, Kev. ESPN is slashing 500 jobs.
Yeah.
As sports reporting revenues are down.
Mm-hmm.
The cuts include a bunch of layoffs and a bunch of open positions that they will not be filling. They still have more than 5,000 employees, but they say it's all because of the coronavirus drama.
Yeah, it's a tough time right now. I mean, for everybody, but yeah, broadcasting has had the last couple of days some really tough things to see. Some really quality people from ESPN get cut. iHeartless Radio is also cutting a lot of jobs. So yeah, it's been a tough week in the broadcast industry.
Thoughts and prayers go out to all those people. And that's what's going on in our Dirt of the Day.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jbird?
Well, I hit the streets hard yesterday looking for a house, and I think I might be putting an offer on one today.
Okay, so you looked at 2 butter-colored houses.
3.
3?
Yeah, and if I do buy this house...
You kind of look like the person from Land O'Lakes.
Yeah.
You look like the Indian girl.
I'm a huge...
They're taking her off the butter, by the way.
Well,
you got me.
he got you.
And I love butter, so
Yeah.
hire me, Land of Lakes. I'm ready.
Tell me about these butter houses.
Yeah, before y'all get on social media, because I saw what you guys did not y'all, but the people that are making fun of yellow houses, people don't like yellow houses, Virginia.
Why?
Dennys
My
got
neighbors have a yellow house. It's beautiful.
I love a yellow house.
Yeah.
I like it, but
There's always paint.
Right, if you don't
yeah,
like it.
but I actually like a yellow house, though.
Well, then you keep that butter house.
But I was kind of surprised the hate yellow houses get. I thought yellow house was kind of a sweet looking.
People got nothing better to do.
People hating on yellow, hating on butter.
Right?
Where I'm come from, butter is a blessing.
And I brought my girlfriend, producer Dennys, with me.
Okay.
An extra set of eyeballs really does help out.
That's always good. And he just bought a house, so he's in it, baby. He knows what to
Yeah.
look for.
So I'll keep you updated. I know people are interested on my journey here.
So I know you looked at a single-story butter house, and I know you looked at a 2-story butter house.
I looked at 3 houses
What
yesterday.
was the third house?
It was a house that I didn't like that one.
What color was it?
It was, I think it was yellow. No, I'm just kidding.
I see a theme.
I only want yellow houses.
They only sell yellow houses and gardens.
You're certainly making it hard for yourself. If you thought you had trouble buying a house before.
Now, this baby doesn't have a pool, but it's got a nice size yard, which I do like.
Well, you know, I had that pool endorsement. I can get it set up for you because my HOA is a bunch of jerk-offs.
A lot of people tell me, Bird, don't even bother with the pool. It's a money pit. A lot of people have been saying that to me. It's
Interesting.
It's a money pit, but I don't know.
You know what my girlfriend said she's thinking about doing? You know those troughs you talked about?
Yeah.
They're like they have like ponds that are just big metal, like a bait pond where people would normally have thrown fish
Yeah.
and grown like bait. People are turning those in, they're decking them. They're putting like a deck around those metal troughs, and they're making that a
Really?
pool, and it's literally a $500 pool. Total all-in investment.
Yeah, it's almost, hey, you get what you basically want out of a pool.
You're not a fancy guy.
Right.
I think what I'd like to do, because I haven't watched a lot of Karate Kid, I'd like to turn that backyard into a Mr. Miyagi type backyard. Little lake over here, very small lake, of course.
Yeah, no,
more,
some
more
nice,
like a pond.
well-trimmed shrubberies.
Some shrubberies,
Maybe a few rocks.
a couple rocks, few
Yeah.
of them.
You
Yeah.
could do like little stone gardens
I mean,
with little peaceful bridges.
Denny's would
love-
put in the stoned garden.
Stoned gardens.
It's where you go sit when you're really hammered.
so we'll see how it goes. My boy Tim Frater's gonna, take care of it for me.
All right.
So we shall see.
Look
at
I'll let
you.
you all know when it goes wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
When it all falls apart again.
It's all good.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I have been going over a lot of my upcoming plans, and it looks like we are going to be going to the Keys. If anybody wants to join me, a little extended weekend getaway.
You are. Oh, that's awesome. Love the Keys.
November 20th. Through the 23rd. I promised Magnolia I would take her down there if she got all straight A's, and damn it, I think she got all straight A's.
Good for her.
Think or we got.
She told me she did, but she hasn't produced the report card yet.
Okay.
So I keep telling her, hey, before Mama puts down her credit card on the room reservation, I gotta see the paperwork. And she's like, oh yeah, I've got it.
I don't know how my parents believed me, but when I got a terrible report card, keep in mind, my sister went to the same school. Like, yeah, for some reason, computer glitches. I think in another couple of weeks, they would buy these excuses.
Well, hopefully I'll see this report card before November 20th. But yeah, if you guys want to jump in on it, I'm going to go down there and have a nice little extended weekend in the Keys.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Who's all going?
It's me, and then Mags gets to bring 3 of her little friends. We've got 2 separate rooms, and I'm going to bring one of my girlfriends. But we're going to the Wyndham Castle Marina.
Okay.
We've been there many times. They do radio stuff all the time.
Yeah.
A Keys trip would do Ralston right, I feel
No,
like.
it would.
Oh, he would love
Absolutely.
it.
I'm definitely due for a Keys trip.
I'll tell you what right now. You sign Ralston, you sign the bird.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Package deal?
Yeah, package deal.
All right.
Yes.
I got to call the queen then, because
Yeah.
that's the real decision maker in this trifecta.
Yeah, that's the only yes you need. It's not me.
I know.
I'm in.
I hear you. So you got to do your work. If you want the bird,
Yeah.
you got to get Ralston.
I'll
Yeah.
text the MQ today.
All
Yeah.
right.
She's in, I'm in.
We got the employee rate. So our radio boss, Beth, was able to negotiate the employee rate. So, I mean,
okay.
that's amazing. That's savings. The queen loves to save.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love when I see her save.
I just want to go out there, jet ski it up. I don't know.
You and Mags could relive your moment you had like 8 years ago when you parasailed together.
I think it was longer than 8 years ago.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, she was 5.
She's 15 now.
Yeah.
You're terrible at math.
What is that?
Wow, it's a simple 10, I think.
Yeah, it's a simple 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
10.
Just like that, huh? Just like that. Well, you talked earlier about the layoffs they had at ESPN. Unfortunately, some people were losing their gigs, and that's why I was kind of surprised to see this, as a lot of businesses are down. They say even with COVID, though, 66% of companies still plan to give bonuses next year.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I saw that blurb. I'm like, I hope that's true. I don't know that I believe it.
I don't know
but-
if I believe that either, because
Yeah.
everybody I know has taken a pay cut.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what, do they give you a bonus? You'd be like, hey, and it's like, well, this is only half of what my pay cut was. Thanks.
66%?
That's what I saw the figure this morning.
That feels like bonus lies.
I hear you. I don't know that that would be true, but maybe it is. Maybe people are still getting bonuses. That's why I was kind of curious. Is anybody planning on giving a bonus next year? Because, I mean, Christmas is coming up, and that's typically when, people will throw out bonuses. That's the time of year for them, right? For
Yeah.
most companies.
Have we ever gotten a bonus in radio?
Yes.
We have.
We have.
It was a long time ago.
Scattered and smothered, much like your hash browns at Waffle House. It was sporadic, but good.
I remember when I worked at the golf course, they gave everyone it was a good bonus out of the blue. Nobody knew it was coming, and it was a nice windfall to have. If you don't know it's coming, It's awesome. If you think it's coming and it doesn't, that's devastating.
That's
Yeah.
Jelly of the Month Club.
Yeah, Clark. That is tough. Yeah, so I was just kind of curious if anybody knows about what's going on with bonuses, or if you've already received one or know you're going to be receiving one. What is going on with those? Any truth to that stat that I saw? And I think it is really cool when you've got an awesome employer. I was, just kind of seeing some of the companies that people love working for. And there were some of the big ones. I think it was like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, places like that where they got money for bonuses. People are like, those are some of the best places to work. But sometimes too, especially here in South Florida where people have so much money, you might work for somebody that's got a lot of money and they may just have their own personal staff. Kenny Chesney, a guy that actually loves Key West, Virginia. He's a massive country star. If you don't know anything about him, he is top of the mountain. He's definitely an A-lister. He's been around for a while.
He sings great hits like "She Thinks My Tractor Sexy."
Yeah, I think that might have been his first hit about 30 years ago.
It's one of his sassier ones.
It's one of his earlier ones, without a doubt. Well, he's got I don't know how many hits since then, and he's made a ton of money. And they say that he is one of the coolest dudes to work with. He's got about 100 employees. I don't know what all they do, but Kenny's got a lot of things going on there. And they say that every single year he takes his entire crew, I guess maybe people are road crew and things like that, and all their family on vacation to the Virgin Islands.
Wow.
That's something he does every single year. He pays for everybody. They fly over there, takes care of them.
That's cool.
And they say that when you hit the 10-year mark with Kenny Chesney, he'll say, "What do you want?" And he'd be like, "What do you mean what I want?" He'd be like, "Well, if you had money to buy something silly, like what would you go get?" And there's a story. Apparently, one guy's like, he was very hesitant to say. He's like, "Well, there's this collector car. They've only made like 5 of them in the world that I'd love to have." A week later, Kenny Chesney pulls up in the car and flips the keys to the guy. He's like, "There you go." Yeah.
That's so cool.
That is kind of cool, isn't it? Can you imagine working for a guy like that at the 10-year mark, you name it.
Wow.
What is it you've always just wanted, and I'm going to get it for you?
That's cool.
I saw him in the smallest bar in Tallahassee right when he was getting going. And like 6 months later, he blew up to be a major star.
Yeah.
There was nobody in the bar.
No,
it was weird.
he loves doing that. I've heard that if you know the Hog's Breast Saloon in Key West, it's one of my favorite places because it's just
so cool.
It's shady. It's got a great tree, and shady and like shade trees, not like it's.
There's a tree in the middle of it, and it's a big, big tree.
Yeah, it's just a really cool place, and he will just pop in there. And I'd heard that he did that, and it was kind of like one of those things where people, Kenny Chesney's playing Hog's Breath, and like everybody's just running down the street, and people are hanging out of that tree trying to see him. He's just on stage, just playing. Because I mean, that guy plays, for arenas and things like that.
Right.
And so, yeah, kind of a cool thing. So he's just one of those people that he likes people and he takes care of them, which is always great to hear.
That's awesome.
877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. You can get a hold of us here on the KVJ show. I saw some very amusing things. Did you see on social media people were saying, give us a statement that will reunite America? We posted it up on our social media, and we got some great responses. Basically, something we all can agree on.
Free pizza for everyone.
There you go. Bam. That's one. What else you got? We got some next. I'd seen that 66% of businesses still planned on doing bonuses for people, even with the COVID going on, which that's very optimistic if that is the case. And a lot of people are saying, yeah, I'm getting one. Alex said, I'm in the healthcare business, and we're going to be getting one.
Okay.
Somebody else works on a condo high-rise, and they're still giving a bonus to all the employees. What they do is the residents put into a pot and split amongst the other workers. Something like $5,000 per person.
Whoa.
Dang, 5,000.
What?
What kind of high-rise that is?
That's crazy cash.
That must be one of them brickle-type high-rises. That's fancy. Crazy
You get
stuff.
$5,000 for your Christmas bonus. You're like, woohoo!
Would you do something fun with it? Or would you spend all that down in the Key West?
Not all of it. I'd probably pay a couple bills, but then I would have a little fun.
You got to have some fun with windfall money.
You gotta be a little smart and a little dumb.
Yes.
In life.
Yeah.
Somebody else said, we typically get 2 bonuses a year, summer and winter, but due to COVID, we are still going to receive one next month. It's going to be a few $100s, but still it's a bonus. And
Okay.
that's even coming from my employer, who kind of sucks. Okay. And Josie said Publix just gave all of its employees a $100 gift card for Thanksgiving, and I'm sure they're going to be doing it again for Christmas.
Yeah, they need to. They have been showing record profits.
Yeah.
Well, I just hear that Publix does it right with their employees. I hear that a lot.
They do it right on a lot of fronts. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. And a note, too, that make sure you don't skimp on the teachers this year. They've been going through a lot. So if you've got a kid in school, do what you can to try to give them a nice bonus.
That is true. They are super stressed.
So if if you're a public school teacher and a parent wanted to slip you $100 or $200 in a card, that's legal. You can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. I know it's a big thing is teacher bonuses. And,
That's all. I don't think they had that back when I went to school. I don't think you maybe brought a snack.
You always have people that give the teacher gifts, and I call those people the smart people because, sorry, hate to break it to you, but the teacher will treat your kid differently based on the gift you give them.
Yeah. I have some teacher friends, and I just know they could be bought, Kevin.
That's just life.
Yeah, that is.
Because I've gone the other way where teachers hated my child, and it was awful.
That does happen when, for whatever reason, the teacher and the kid don't see eye to eye, and the teacher has a grudge against the kid.
It happens. Let me tell you, it's not a fun world to live in.
Well, we have and we are still going through some divisive times. So we asked the question on our Facebook and Instagram. What is a statement we all can agree on? A statement to reunite America. And there were a lot of common threads between both platforms that you really could see.
Did anybody say free pizza for everyone?
There were a few of those.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, people agreed on. There was a lot of food stuff that people could get, like why Taco Tuesday? Make every day a taco day.
Food brings people together.
It does. There were a lot of common feelings on that. Fat-free cheese is nowhere near as good as regular cheese.
It's not.
Yeah.
And people are saying vegan cheese, oh, Bird, you got to try it. It's made out of tree bark, but it's delicious. No, that's not true.
Somebody was selling some vegan cheese hard to us the other day.
Who was that?
It was Jordan who was doing your hair.
Yeah.
And he said at I Heart Mac and Cheese, they've got a vegan cheese that he's had on a grilled cheese that you cannot tell the difference. I haven't tasted it, but
They always speak of this vegan cheese. Oh, it's going to be great.
No, I'm
I want to try it though. I mean, he eats a lot of vegan stuff. For him to say that makes me think I should go try it.
Yeah, but that's the only world he knows. Give him, blindfold him, and then give him some real cheese.
He's not vegan all the way. He just eats it sporadically to be healthier.
Okay.
So I really want to try it.
Candy corn is trash.
It is.
It's not.
That's a 50-50 on
It
that.
is.
That's why you can't. That's not going to reunite America.
It's delicious. Panda got me a giant bag of the kind with honey in it, and I put it out for Halloween, and it was gone. Everybody ate some of it.
Yeah.
It was in a dish. Everybody had their fingers in the dish. It's definitely not COVID friendly.
I feel like those numbers are more 70-30, Kev.
Yeah.
That hate.
Yeah. Kind of thought that. Somebody said La Spada subs are awesome.
They are. If you've never been, I highly recommend it. They do a fun thing where they throw the meat into the bun. They catch it.
Ooh.
Unlike how we did in the hot dog challenge the other day.
They actually catch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Go get the monster. It's good stuff. A couple other things that would reunite America we can all agree on. COVID sucks. Yes. Cancer sucks. Absolutely. So does daylight savings time. More and more people were saying that.
Yes.
We can all kind of agree on that statement. Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
I think we
Yes.
all agree with that.
A
Definitely.
lot of people saying that. Kanye West will never be president.
Thank goodness. Mags was trying to tell me yesterday Kanye was close. I'm like, what?
No,
That
he
was
not.
that was the rumor spreading through her high school yesterday. That Kanye actually got a lot of votes, and I was like, Mags, let me show you the numbers.
60,000 votes might get you student council president at her school, but it's not going to get you president of the United States.
Max, Kanye?
That's not true. No. Carol Baskin killed her husband. Okay, a lot of people were posting that.
Yeah, we very much believe that Carol is shady AF.
A statement that'll reunite America. The last season of Game of Thrones sucked.
I think a lot of people would agree with that.
Yeah, that's a pretty agreeable statement to make. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
That's too polarizing.
I agree. I don't know that I land on that either. I have to confess, because 2 Christmases ago, I watched it at Christmas. And I loved it.
It puts me in the Christmassy feel.
And it kind of worked.
It does.
If you're talking about action movies for Christmas, yeah, go there. Beer is good and people are crazy.
People are crazy. I think everyone would admit that.
And ironically, the more beer you drink, the more crazy you get.
That's true.
I feel like the beer actually makes me more sane.
Really?
And that's why you're crazy.
That's
why you're crazy, yeah.
That makes sense.
Be a great name for a country song, too. A couple other ones. Music is the answer to happiness.
I would say 80% believe that. There's 20% weirdos out there like a Virginia who doesn't really listen to that much music.
I do. I just prefer spoken word.
When's the last time you listened to about 30 minutes of nonstop music?
Oh, this past weekend, I was throwing a concert in my front yard.
Oh, you were? What were you jamming out to?
Oh, first of all, I had all the spooky jams, your Thrillers, your Monster Mashes, your Addams Family. I was dancing by myself.
Oh, I bet Tequesta loves that Monster Mash, that old song.
If any of my neighbors took video, I would be so embarrassed.
Good stuff, huh?
I'm just in the yard. I've got a light show going on, the music blaring, and no one's at my party but me.
I remember the text message. She said the day started off great, the night didn't end so well. And I said, what happened? Are you all right? She's like, it just always ends this way. I'm like, all right.
It always ends this way.
It always ends this way.
With Virginia's solo party. Dancing and jamming out by herself. So sad.
To Monster Mash. That's
tough.
depressing.
That is a
dog.
tough night, isn't it? That's a tough night. A couple other things that could reunite America. Get all McDonald's ice cream machines to work.
Hear, hear.
That'll never happen.
I don't think it'll ever happen. We'll never live in a day.
Probably not.
Unless
that
they get
happens.
a new manufacturer to make those machines. I mean, they're all faulty.
Well, it's a running joke. Oh, I went to go get a milkshake today at McDonald's, and I had to go to the fourth one because
Yeah.
the other three weren't working.
Mm-hmm. Tip your wait staff. Hear, hear. Beef jerky prices are outrageous. I'll throw nuts in there as well. And nachos are awesome.
It is National Nacho Day today.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's a big day.
Have you had the chicken nachos at Sailfish Marina?
No, I'm not.
Somebody was telling me, they said they're not even a nacho person, and they're like, these are some amazing nachos.
Actually, maybe I have. Yeah, they are. It's a big old plate.
Yeah, like
Load it
bigger
up.
than your face.
Yeah.
There's one thing that I'm so against with nachos when they just use
Sprinkled cheese.
sprinkled cheese and then melt it. I like
No.
a wet cheese.
Thank you.
A
You
wet
gotta
nacho.
pour it.
Yeah, you can use the sprinkled cheese, but you better have that wet stuff on there too.
Amen.
Yeah. I don't think I ordered the chicken nachos there. I think I drunkenly ate someone else's chicken nachos. That's one of the problems with ordering nachos around people who are drinking. Their drunk, dirty hands will be all in your nachos.
Not a problem for the drunk.
Yeah, no, I had a great time. I loved them.
Just always be the drunk.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you got a buzz and you stumble upon someone else's food and you're just kind of picking at
Nachos.
it, it's always so
Don't
good.
eat nachos around drunks. They, for some reason, think it's open season.
And it always tastes so good.
Yeah.
Ah, you're great nachos.
Lots of things you can put on nachos, but what is the absolute best? Best nacho toppings. You only get 3. What would be on your nachos? We'll discuss for Nacho Day today. Coming up next. Oh, I love that on a Friday. It's National Nacho Day. Nachos are so fun. Oh, man. That's just, when you see a hot steaming plate of nachos coming at you, oh, it's one of the most exciting things.
But there are do's and don'ts of nachos. You can wreck a nacho plate with some burning the You ever get those burnt nachos where it's like charcoal basically?
I like a little crispy on the edges, like a little brown. Black, no. Brown, yes.
All right, we can compromise on that.
My question here is, because there are some items that people just don't like on nachos. So if you had 3 toppings, what goes on your nachos? Because you can really throw anything on there. In fact, there's some places they call them like the garbage nachos, and they really do throw about everything on there.
Talk about drunk food, and then you either throw up or crap your pants 3 hours later.
Yeah.
Panda just texted me. He said he needs to be speaking for our family. He said liquid cheese, fresh cut jalapenos, and shredded chicken.
Lost me at the jalapeno.
Oh, I like it.
So, Coach, can we question with the nacho? Do we automatically get cheese, and then there's 3 other toppings?
Or is cheese one?
I think cheese is on there because that makes it a nacho.
Agreed.
Because you can have that where you just have nachos and it's just cheese. That's still nachos. And then you put everything else on top of it. So yeah, it's a chip, cheese. That starts at, now you're at nachos. Now add 3. That's where we go.
Sour cream. Oh, I love sour cream on my nachos.
That is a hard no for me.
It's a hard no for me too.
Raw onions.
That's a hard no for me too.
The hardest of no's I could possibly conjure up.
And guacamole.
Okay, I'll go with you on that. That I think would make my top 3, but I'm a little torn here. I'm at about 4 items at least that I absolutely love.
You can only have 3, Kevin.
I know.
Your
that's
rules.
Why, okay,
He thinks he's the boss. He can change the rules.
I got to figure out what I'm going to eliminate.
I don't want to talk to our boss, Kevin. I think this is a conversation for Fat Kevin. Fat Kevin, are you here?
Oh, yeah.
He's always
I'm here.
hidden.
This is kind of a weird thing because, I wasn't a huge nacho person as a kid. We didn't have that kind of, that to me would have been in Logan, Ohio.
That's too diverse.
Yeah, that's ethnic food. That's too crazy for our little
too awesome.
Yeah, for our Midwest palates, that's just too spicy and insane. So it wasn't until I was older that I really got into it, but I do love them. And so I'm at I like, the chicken. I get the guacamole in with Virginia. I'm going to go black olives. I love bacon and jalapenos. I've got 5 items. I got to get rid of 2.
Get rid of olives. Olives are,
Olives are fun, though. I love when you have a good, and Panda is definitely right about the cheese. You can go both ways, and I like it. I'm okay with sprinkled cheese, but just a runny cheese like that. But you got to get at them because they do make them soggy fast.
I love a soggy nacho, though. I like it soggy. I like it wet.
You do, huh? Right, it just kind of like it. You can't even really pick anything up with it because it's just a wet noodle of a chip.
I want it messy all over my face.
Dumps all over your
You
lap.
gotta have a heavy pour on the cheese because the worst thing is when you get nachos and only the top nachos have cheese, and then the second, third, and fourth layer are dry.
Well, that's my number one complaint against movie theater nachos. Y'all, you're gonna give me 75 nachos and a half a cup of cheese?
Why can't we layer our nachos? Or we put a layer of chips and then a layer of cheese and chicken or whatever you want. Then a layer of chips and then another layer of wet cheese.
I'm just going to state the obvious because no one clearly is. But, olives on nachos are disgusting. Get the hell out of here with that.
Yeah, it's definitely your take. It's not mine.
I know. A lot of people love them.
Yeah, so people are throwing out some stuff that, man, my list keeps growing and growing. So getting down to 3, I thought 3 was going to be easy. Now it's not. Somebody's like chili. I do like chili on a nacho, throwing that in there. Pico de gallo, that is another popular one. Shredded pork. The bacon is fantastic. Man, oh man, if you get it down to 3. Somebody just said, you know what? Just cheese, and more cheese, please.
I'm going to go black beans. I love black beans on them. I'm going to go tomato.
Gosh, I'm going to add that too.
I love tomato. I can't believe you guys didn't say tomato. I'm going to go shredded lettuce. I love all that together. It's almost like your own burrito without the flour. Then what you do is you get side tortillas and then you shove those nachos in that thing.
Yeah.
Nacho burrito.
I'm for everything you just said. I am up to now, gosh, I'm realizing my nachos, I have about 9 items that I like on my nachos.
You can't do 3 and walk away feeling like you did it right.
But it's like, what's the most important 3?
I know. Question. Does the sauce... That we can dip that in that. That's a side project.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can have sauces on your nachos.
Salsa. You got salsa.
Salsa, but if you're gonna have shredded chicken, have it be a shredded chicken that's in an au jus, and some of that au jus also gets on my nacho.
Okay.
So fancy.
I'm going guac, salsa, shredded chicken.
You're not going to offend anybody with that.
Yeah, that's my top 3. But man, I'm leaving a lot on the table.
You're a man of jalapenos.
I do, yeah. Did I not say jalapenos?
You said salsa.
Oh, geez, I said guacamole, salsa. Yeah, I left off the jalapenos.
Oh, Kevin.
You can't do it.
You can't do 3.
You can't do 3 toppings for nachos.
You really
I'm just
do.
realizing
You need more than 3 toppings.
You made the rules, and then all you've done since then is break them.
I just broken the rules. I just realized you can't just do 3 toppings. Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm at 10 toppings, and I love every one.
We should never limit.
One of them.
If you want to put 12 toppings, Kevin, you should be allowed to. This is America.
I'm torn too because Tijuana Flats, they have that
Yes,
smack
yes.
my ass sauce.
Oh, yes.
It's so
Yes,
good.
it's so good. I
I'm
love that.
talking about the mild one because
Yeah.
I got that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so delicious.
It is so good, and it's just flavorful.
I think $7.99 for a bottle. I get it every time.
Oh, it is. They sell it right there?
You can also get it delivered to you.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll go there.
It's good to put in
The
rice
$7.99
too.
bottle will be what, 40?
Yeah.
Delivery.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. It always puts my order over the top for money.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Want to get your thoughts in here. Maybe we'll see what Dennys can do with a web poll here. What would be the most popular items for the nachos? If you had to say, what can everybody agree on? If we had to order like a communal plate with can you imagine how gross that would be? A communal plate of nachos.
I've seen it done, man.
in the era of COVID.
It's gross.
Okay, what are the top three? We'll do a web poll. Dennys will get that all together. We'll let you know where it is coming up in minutes. We went from talking about nacho toppings to people now fighting about who has the best nachos.
I love it, though. This is a fight we need to hear.
Yeah, let me know because all this foreplay of nacho talk. I think I'm gonna go on a nacho run this weekend.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too.
I think Panda and I are going to have nachos for date night tonight.
Oh, that's a
Bow, chicka, bow,
that's a
wow.
great
Yeah.
date food.
Yeah.
I didn't say beans. That was you, Sir Farts a lot.
You can't eat cheese, Mrs. Farty.
I can eat cheese just fine.
so-
It's ice cream that gives me issues.
What? Living in denial.
Wow.
Yeah. Whatever.
You don't know how my butt handles cheese.
16 years working with that butt next to me. I know about you and cheese.
Somebody has better nachos, Miller's Ale House or Flanagan's.
Oh, I love Miller's Ale House.
Yeah.
But then again, I might be in love with the entire menu. I got to separate the menu from the nacho.
I'd have to sit them both in front of me right now.
That's a smart answer.
Yeah, and just really kind of survey what I got there because I am, if I remember, they're both very impressive.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who would you say has the absolute best nacho in South Florida?
Oh man,
If you're gonna order, I know it's tough. It's tough. We'll take that as well if you got thoughts on that because I know people are bringing that up now. 877-979-WRMF. There's a lot to settle here.
Oh, do you want to get breakfast today?
No, I'm starting a juice cleanse today. I do not want to get breakfast.
Friday?
Sorry.
How you gonna do them nachos?
Well,
You gonna blend them up?
I might have one or two.
Oh man, I don't want to speak for you, Kev, but I will. We hate sober Virginia.
She's dialing it back after dialing it up last weekend.
Yeah, during commercial break, she's like, I dialed it up too much last week.
I got to have some balance.
By doing a cleanse, you force yourself to not drink.
It's true.
That's how you do it. Yeah.
Or you can do what I did is put a little vodka in juice number 5. It goes nice.
That's not cleansing, man. You're like Hollywood sober. Oh yeah, I'm not doing any drugs. I just smoke weed and do Xanax.
Look, I'm being honest.
That's
Okay. Taco Drive and Tradition. Al Green says up in the Pizzle. El Camino, yes, they do have impressive nachos. They've got Del Rey and Las Olas in Fort Lauderdale. Kev, the poke nachos at Yard House. Yeah, when you're feeling healthy. Yeah, if you go into the poke kind of nachos, I gotta go
love
Savory Eats food truck at Due South. Those are unbelievable.
So good.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Everything that Savory Eats makes is amazing.
I wish you all could have experienced Taco Viva. It was big down here in South Florida back in the day. The native here in Florida, the natives in Florida will know what I'm talking about.
The Native Americans dressed like you?
The native Floridians dressed like me will absolutely know what I'm talking about. Wet burrito with their nachos.
Yeah.
Mama.
Pirates Well has the best chicken nachos. Yeah.
Pirates will always get some love.
They got some good stuff. Yeah, Larry does it right there. And Brass Ring, yeah, can argue that. Good nachos.
I've never had Brass Rings nachos.
Oh, they
I'm
do
too
good
busy
stuff.
eating my face off
That-
in wings and burgers.
That's the wheelhouse. If you're doing wings, burgers, that kind of like, that kind of food, bar food, yeah, Brass Ring. You
so
can't beat.
good.
We as a show used to go to Brass Ring all the time. When I first got
Yeah,
on the show,
yeah.
the one in Lake Park.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah, we used to do a lot of day
It's
drinking on
dark
the show.
and dirty like we used to be.
Oh, I learned my day drinking from you.
Love it. It's nothing better. Papi Chulos. Yep. They do some good nachos there with Cleve. Taco Viva was the best, somebody said. So they agree with you on
Okay.
that.
There you go. People
Yeah.
got your Taco Viva back.
Yeah. Man, I want nachos. Dang. Okay, your birthdays for today. Emma Stone is turning 32 today. He was in the dirt yesterday. Hoping he doesn't celebrate the way you were talking about yesterday. Lamar Odom is 41.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they're talking about he's the former Laker and Miami Heat star, and Kardashian clan member is apparently still dabbling in nose candy or whatever drugs he's doing.
I don't know what he's doing, but
Yeah.
his fiance had to step away. She's like, I can't help him.
Oh, boy. That's not a good sign. Ethan Hawke turns 50 today, and Sally Field is 74 years old. Gotta do a birthday shout out. Hey, hope you have an amazing golden birthday. Love Bentley and Braylon. Also, a shout out to Dominique. Happy 10th birthday. It's coming up on Sunday. That's from Mommy, Daddy in Heaven and the Puppy Squad. Moby, Maeve, Ari, and Max. Also, a happy birthday to Eddie, turning 17 today from Mom, Dad, and his little sister, Mary Jane.
Aw.
Got a birthday you want to get in on the KVJ show? You can let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. All right, time once again for the No Name Movie Game. Virginia is pretty much the champion for 2020, so she's just trying to rub it in and continue her dominance.
Oh, I'll smack it up, flip it, rub it in.
Oh, no. All right.
You should just pile on your stats if you can.
I will, Strawberry.
Okay. Got our people lining up here to play along. We're going to start with Dave in Port St. Lucie. Put him with Virginia today. Hello, Dave.
What's going on, KVJ?
Oh, Dave, I like the pep.
Oh, yeah, he's feisty. Feisty one here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'm from Louisiana, too, baby. So let's
Okay,
get it, B.
we
Let's
got
get
it. Where you from?
Bossier City.
Oh, you in the boondocks. Okay.
Yeah.
Got a real coon ass here, Virginia?
No, he up north, Kevin.
Oh, okay.
I'm north of the I-10, see?
Okay. All right.
I got you, shot.
Okay. All right, Virginia's going to be giving you the clues to the movies. You can't use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, any of the words from the title of the movie. Going to give you 60 seconds to work with here. Your time begins now.
If it has no clothes and it's a pistol.
Naked Gun.
Yes. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. It's like a puzzle and all these animals come to life. It's a game and it's like really complicated.
Jumanji.
Yes. This is what you say when you're going to catch the waves, man. If they're not down, they're...
Surf's up, bro.
Yeah,
Surf's
bro.
up.
It's not the shallow side of the pool. It's called what?
The Deep End.
Yes. She's a very large African-American woman, but she's not a woman. She's actually a man.
Big Mama.
Yeah, but where does she live in? She lives in
Big Mama's house. Sorry.
Yes.
Big Mama's house.
It's a cartoon where this character knocks everything over. He's a destructive little character. It's another word. His name means
ahead, go
throw
ahead.
up. His name means throw up.
Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph.
Good. He's fighting a lion in the middle of a coliseum. He's a what?
Gladiator.
Close. Just past the buzzer
Just
there.
after the buzzer.
Solid 6, though. It's a good round.
Virginia dozen, they call it.
That's the who dat power in there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you guys were
Who that
aligned.
nation?
Who dat
All right.
nation?
Okay, very nice. Very impressive little roll there.
Yeah.
Okay, going to go with Stephanie in Jupiter next up here to partner up with Dennys. Hello, Stephanie.
Hi.
How are you doing, Stephanie?
It's Friday. I'm great.
Okay. All right. Look at her, huh?
She sounds cute.
Uh-huh.
This is the part where Virginia kind of sexually harasses our caller.
Yeah, and it makes it really awkward, and then
What
you
are
have
you
nowhere
wearing?
to go with it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's it. Okay, Daddy's going to give you the clues here in the No Name Movie Game. 60 seconds are on the clock, and your time begins now.
There's worms that make this soft garment. And what's the name of the stuff it's made of?
Silk.
Yep. This is Come Out and Play. It's an 80s movie. They're a gang. Pass that one. This is it's about recollecting a football team. Kind of tricky title. Pass that one.
Remember the Titans.
Yo, you got it. These are the people on the internet that rag on everyone. It's also they live under bridges.
Trolls.
Yep.
Trolls.
These you fly in the air. Benjamin Franklin got electrocuted while flying one of these. Yeah, I think you got it right.
Birds, planes, kite.
Yep.
Kite. Birds, planes,
If you if you make
got
a left, but you meant to make a right, that would be called a
wrong turn.
Yep.
Wrong turn. The wrong turn.
If you're not paying attention, your head is in this. Pass that one. That one's tough. These are.
Cloud.
This is where monsters stay when they're visiting Europe, Eastern Europe. That one's so tough.
Oh. Hey, you got a 5 spot there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Second place. Not
Yeah,
bad.
so
Not
close.
bad.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good round, Stephanie. Nice job.
Thanks.
Okay. Let's see if the bird can do it here. You got Lewis and Stewart. Hello, Lewis.
What up, Jbird?
Lewis.
What up, KVJ show?
Lewis, I gotta tell you, I need it bad. It's we got our back against the corner right here. I'm not gonna lie, but I do want to say I love Stewart. So this one's for you, Stewart.
Lou from the stew.
Yeah. Stewie and Louie.
I need this bad too, Jason. Let's do this.
What's wrong, Lou?
Let's get into it.
Okay, let's do this. 60 seconds on the clock here. 6 is the score to beat the Virginia set with Dave. All right, Bird and Lewis, your time begins now.
You go down this. It's also a name for an animal that hops on it. It loves carrots, hops. And you go down this when you're watching a YouTube video. You go down the
Rabbit hole.
yes.
Alice in Wonderland.
You got it. You got it. This is a science blank. Think about what a scientist does. They do these. A scientist does
Experiment.
Yes, you got it. Blue small cartoons. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Tiny Toons.
No. They're blue. They got a mean guy that's going
The
after.
Smurfs.
You got it. Just a spoonful of sugar makes the people go down. She has an umbrella. She's magical. It's a Disney movie. Just a spoonful of sugar makes. She's magical. She flies with an umbrella. Pass. Pass, Dennys. Pass, Dennys. He's an army guy. He comes back. He's also in a boxing movie. Damn it, nerd.
Oh, man. Dang. You got 3rd place.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Good try, Jason.
Good try.
Yes, good try.
It's about the effort, man, and you get an A for that.
Mary Poppins was the one.
that makes everybody go down.
I've never seen.
Spoonful of sugar makes the people go
I
down.
remember that being an adult movie.
Who's drugging these people?
Never seen it before.
Interesting aphrodisiac. Dave, congratulations. The Louisiana team picked up the win today.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Whoop,
And
whoop.
Virginia just
Yes,
rubbing it
sir.
in.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. I got to give a shout out to the Pickle Squad that gave me all the energy I need today. All right. Y'all have a great one, KVJ.
I love
Thank you
it.
very much.
Polite.
Yeah.
Let's get this win on Sunday night, Virginia. Let's get this win against them Tampa Bay and Tom Brady.
All right, come over. 8 o'clock. I'm going to be cooking.
Yeah, that's
All right, girl.
That's-
Y'all have a great one.
You too,
too.
buddy. That's gonna be a fun little game. Your Saints taking on Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Brady
Antonio
versus
Brown is
Breeze.
back?
Yeah, that's weird
Yeah.
and scary. I'm scared of Tampa Bay.
I don't know how much he's gonna do with it. He might have some limited action, because he's just last week he was suspended, and so he hasn't really played or practiced for a while. But yeah, you never know, Virginia.
I'm fascinated and scared all at the same time.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Don't ever underestimate Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's tough. Tua, they say, might get a more opened up offense. The Dolphins are going to Arizona to take on the Cardinals, and the Cardinals score a lot of points. So they think if the Dolphins want to hang with them, Tua's going to have to show out.
Interesting.
Yeah, so some good football action going on. And don't snooze on the Miami Canes tonight. They are prime time on ESPN on a Friday night game, 7:30. They're taking on North Carolina State. That's an away game, so Got some fun stuff to check out. We got Feel Good Fridays are going to be coming up here. Do you have something positive to share with us this week? It's been a tough week, I think, for a lot of people.
It has.
It's been a lot that we've been going through. It's not really even over yet. It's still dragging on. Yes, people are a little bit stressed. So if you got something that you want to share, start getting those Feel Good Fridays, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. And a problem that some blended families have. The stepkids are attracted to one another, possibly.
Oh, and they're living in the same house?
Yes. So what do you do when that happens? We got one person with questions next. I wonder how many blended families have to go through this issue if you have stepkids that are teenagers. Got an email here, and it says, I married a woman 2 years ago. We were both single parents. I had a 14-year-old boy. She had a 13-year-old girl. And the other night, I went to tell my son something that I needed for him to do after school the following day before I got home. Well, it was just after midnight, and when I opened the door, his stepsister was in bed with him.
Oh, boy.
They were both under the covers, and I could tell my son wasn't wearing a shirt. I asked what they were doing, and they said they were just watching a movie. I looked at the TV, but it wasn't a movie. I could clearly see it was actually a TV show.
It was actually an adult movie.
I told my stepdaughter, I'm like, you need to go to your own room. And I waited till she got up. And when she got out of the covers, she was in some skimpy shorts and was only wearing a sports bra. Now that they are 16 and 15 years old, this is clearly not acceptable. And I know my wife, and she's not going to handle this well. She still does not know. And I'm trying to figure out how to handle this. How do you keep two stepkids away from each other that live under the same roof?
I mean,
oh, boy.
She doesn't handle it well, so he's he's got to drop it on his wife, I guess. He has to tell her, right?
You got to tell.
He does.
She's not going to handle it well.
He has to tell her, but I think as a family, he and her, they have to figure it out together. Like, he can't handle this on his own.
There's a lot of families that wouldn't handle this well.
Yeah, I think right now he's just like, oh, man. He knows that going into the weekend, too. I mean, come on. Maybe you drop this on Monday. I don't know.
I mean, they've probably been hooking up for a minute, you know. This is probably not the first time they've hooked up. 15 and 16, y'all.
Yeah.
Hormones are raging.
He married the mom 2 years ago.
Plenty of time for a crush.
Son was 14. She was 13 when they got together.
They're like, this is perfect. A midnight cuddle sesh.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty bold of them to. I guess they
teenagers,
thought,
dog.
I guess they thought everybody was in bed and we're good. Okay. Well, you let the wife know, step one, she's going to lose her mind and she's going to flip out on the kids, and then you probably could just drift into the background.
You should start drinking now.
Yeah, you can do that. You ever seen the meme with Homer Simpson where he just backs into the bushes?
That's gotta stink, though. Move. Every time you leave them, you can never leave them alone ever.
Well, and this is it moving forward. So yeah, mom's gonna lose her mind on the kids. But then what do you do? If you've ever had teenagers in your home, you know how tricky it is to kind of stay up on what's going on because your old ass has to go to bed early.
That's when they know they can do what they want because I will tuck her out.
Yeah.
They're like Energizer bunnies.
Yeah, and they come alive at midnight. They're like gremlins. So what do you do when you got hormonal teens that might be attracted to one another living under the same roof?
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
If this
really
happened to me, I think I would have to get a professional involved because I'd be afraid I'm going to blow it.
Yeah.
Or she's gonna.
Yeah, you need to. What's the law on that? Let's say they both are 18 and 19 and they're still, you know, they're not blood related. And
I don't think there's any law right now.
They want to date each other, but I think there is, isn't there? If you're not blood related, but you are still brother and sister by law, and you're underage, I don't know if you can legally.
If they're 18, 19, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, but if with the situation we're talking about, 16 and 15. I mean, I don't know legally that there's any problem here, but it's just
mommy law.
Well, this is just, you know, this is not good for sake of the family, and like
it's not a good look.
Yeah, it's weird.
I wonder how often this happens though, when you've got two not blood related that hook up with each other. And I mean, I'm sure this happens a lot.
I'm sure it's happened
maybe
a
not
lot.
a lot.
Not a good bit.
Yeah. Okay, what are the proper steps here? Somebody said step 1, put video cameras everywhere. I don't know what you can do as far as sensors.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if a surveillance store has we've got horny teenager kit that you can go buy. Sets up bear traps and things like that. I'm not sure.
Bear traps.
But if they're underage and they're living at home and they're legally brother and sister, isn't that against the law if they're underage that they can't do it?
Not that I've never heard of that law.
I don't think so. I don't know what law you're talking about.
So brother and sister can date each other?
Well, these aren't brother and sister. They're not blood related.
I get that. I'm just saying, how does the law look at it when
I've never heard of a law for that.
Okay.
Maybe there is, but I've never
I
heard
thought there
of
was a law about that where you can't date your sister.
I've never had this issue, so I've never looked into it legally, but they're not siblings by blood, so I don't think the law can get involved, right?
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, there's no law on that because they're not blood related. We may look at
weird.
it as inappropriate.
It feels wrong, and you're definitely going to get sideways looks from the neighbors.
But keep in mind, they've only known each other for 2 years, and they were 13 and 14. They probably weren't looking at, hey, this is my sister. Hey, this is my brother. They're looking at each other like, look at this hottie.
Yeah. Wow, you put a hottie in my house? This is awesome.
I mean, this is just like the Brady Bunch, the movie.
Somebody said there's a popular TikTok with step siblings that love each other romantically, which probably isn't helping their perspective. Maybe.
TikTok made it okay.
Well, yeah, maybe TikTok's normalizing it and maybe like, hey, that's cool. I got a hot stepsister.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so maybe the tide is turning on how people view that. Be like, cool, that's awesome. I got a hot chick down the hall.
How convenient.
Okay. All right. Only thing I've heard that might start to help this is surveillance cameras. Anything else you could suggest if you've got step siblings under the same roof that are attracted to one another? 877-979-WRMF. You can hit us up here on the KVJ show. Okay, you got the step siblings that apparently are attracted to each other. They're at least caught in a compromising situation where after midnight they're watching TV under the covers in brother's room. Sister's wearing skimpy shorts, sports bra, he's shirtless. Just kind of an odd thing for them to be. And they said they're watching a movie and it's a TV show that's on. They go, are you guys even paying attention to that screen? What's going on here?
Yeah, they're hooking up.
I mean, you're even drawing a conclusion by saying that, but it just doesn't look great. And I can see why this dad's alarmed. He knows his wife is not going to handle this well. He hasn't told her yet. I believe he's going to, but it's like, okay, what are the steps on this? And there's lots of concerns. I think the biggest one too, and people are texting in, I mean, let's say, okay, right now, even though there might not be a law against it, they're not blood related, but if everything's cute and fun now and then they have a terrible breakup and then they can't stand each other, now they go from lovers to haters.
Dad, Brad broke up with me.
Yeah, wait, what? Hey.
Oh, imagine that. That would be a nightmare.
That's a lot.
Yeah, somebody said, how about calming the F down and let them date?
It's so easy to text that.
Is that from him?
When you're not involved.
Yeah.
That's from the teen boy.
Calm the F down, Dad.
Just let them do whatever they want to do. If they're going to hook up on a weeknight after midnight, let them do it. So what if she winds up getting pregnant?
Under your roof, Dad.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Somebody said, why don't you just sit down and talk to the kids? Yeah, sure. That's step one.
I think they will.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything just because you sit and talk with the kids. Mm-hmm. Listen, Brad's the kind of kid that doesn't listen.
You're right.
Yeah.
Somebody said on the MTV Teen Mom, Caitlin there married her stepbrother. They had 3 kids. The parents eventually got divorced, and the kids are still together. Wow, that's interesting.
That is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That Teen Mom show is a wreck. Oh, my gosh. It's a disaster.
Well, I think they're trying to save themselves from an episode of Teen Mom. I think that's kind of what's going on.
I mean, you better start quick.
Yeah. Somebody said therapy is a good call.
Yes.
And then if the boy or girl has another parent, maybe they need to go spend some time there or with a grandparent or somewhere like that. So put them in different houses if it is possible. So if it continues.
Okay, that's interesting too. I forgot about that. Yeah, they probably both have another parent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody said, this happened to my family, and now my daughter doesn't come to my house on the holidays.
Oh.
See, that's
So we are getting text messages from people this happening
It's
to.
a thing, and the thing that's weird is what I'm kind of getting a vibe about is not only TikTok, but somebody was saying it sounds like it's almost kind of a thing that is now being glorified. There are a lot
Trendy.
of videos, step sibling romance.
Oh, well, that in the porn industry, it dominates the step brother, step sister, step
really?
mom, all of the step.
Oh,
it
wow.
is such a weird thing it's dominated, yeah.
So there's kind of a fascination or a normalization that is going on with it. So
in the last 10 years, there's been a normalization of it, absolutely.
It might be hard then talking to these kids about how taboo and bad it is, and they're like going, okay, you guys are just out of touch.
Yeah, whatever.
Have you seen TikTok, Dad?
Everybody's doing it, but you guys, boomers.
Am I going to believe Dad or TikTok?
Leave my brat alone, Dad.
Oh, man. What a mess.
That's awful.
Oh, jeez.
Therapy. Yeah, you need professional help on this one. This might be bigger than you.
Yeah.
It's certainly bigger than me.
It's going to take something. So let us know an update if you're listening right now. I'd love to hear how this pans out and what you decide to do. Also, how your wife reacts. Sounds like it's going to be very entertaining next week for you.
Should be cool.
What a week to have added drama. I mean, of all the weeks, and you're like going, guys, I got to deal with this now.
You're trying to enjoy Nacho Friday.
I mean, we got COVID, we got an election, we got a dang storm coming our way, and I got these stepkids that are probably boinking in his room. Jeez.
You got to put her on birth control. If they are, you can't have a baby.
On Nacho Friday.
Not on Nacho Friday.
Not on Nacho.
He's Nacho, my brother, Mom. Yes, he is.
It's not your fault.
All right, let's swing to positive because it's starting to give me anxiety attacks. I really am getting. I feel like I need a drink.
It gives you like the little cold sweats thinking about what their family is going through.
I'm so thankful it's not me. Okay, some Feel Good Fridays here, your positives. Somebody said, hey, I want to give a shout out to Palm Beach County and the state of Florida for getting our voting process right and not being in the news for screwing it up. In fact, Florida is kind of getting some kudos as you're looking at, like, everyone's ragging on Nevada. I mean, there's so many memes about with sloths and things moving slow and Brian McKnight going one, and counting slowly and all these kind of things that they're doing. And boom, election night, Florida in, tallied good, no questions. It doesn't seem like there's any lawsuits. Everything is nice and slick. They say that a lot of that's because of the 2000 election, that they really started doubling down on how they did things. And the one thing is it feels like we do have right here in Florida, because more people are starting to mail in ballots, especially in the era of COVID. This might be just a continuing trend that you see too, where a lot of people don't go to a polling place to vote on election day. In Florida, election officials can start processing mail ballots 22 days before the election. So a lot of the work was already done when the polls closed. And they're like, yeah, we already got that tally.
They posted like an hour after the polls closed.
Yeah.
All of those pre-ballots.
Well, the thing that's kind of confusing is that every state handles it differently.
Yeah.
And that's why, kind of like how COVID's been going on. Every state handles it.
Right.
So everyone thinks it's going to be this unified book, and it's not.
And that's why everybody's different. Like Pennsylvania, they couldn't start processing mail ballots until 7 a.m. on election day.
Yeah, that's why they're behind, because they're still counting the stuff that we started counting 23 days ago.
Oh, you're dancing on politically motivated talk in Virginia.
Wow. Counting is pretty simple, and when you start, yes, you're going to be way behind if you start behind.
Yeah, and we asked yesterday, okay, when might you possibly find the finale? I don't know. I know some states are trying to report some other things, and maybe we'll get an earlier notification, but I did see that Clark County in Nevada, where Las Vegas is located, they got 63,000 ballots yet to be counted. They're saying, yeah, probably we're going to be done. I'm thinking probably November 12th. I think maybe we might be done about then. That's about another week from now.
I feel like I could count that many before then.
Well, we do this fun thing. We get to like 3,000 something, and somebody yells out a totally random number, and we're like, wait, where were we, man? And we got to start all the way back over again. It's
Typically, though, the counting the votes takes a while. It's the media usually calls the winner on election night, but it really counting the votes, it takes a lot longer than I think the average person knows.
Till the 12th? It's the 6th.
If you look at other elections.
It's a good joke there, man. Like every time we laugh hard. Yeah. Well, hopefully other states might start looking and saying, hey, Florida seemed to do it actually well.
Let's do what Florida did after 2000.
Right. Yeah, what's Florida doing? And then maybe election day can actually just be election day and not election month. That'd be nice. Some other feel-good Friday. Somebody said, I got married on Monday. Yay. Woo, good for you. Somebody else said 2 weeks ago, I sent you guys a message letting you know that I was expecting, but I didn't know what the sex of the baby was going to be, but I wanted a boy. And the gender reveal happened this past Sunday, and I'm having a boy.
Yay!
Super excited. That's my Feel Good Friday.
Woohoo!
Somebody said last night we put a full price offer on our house and got a hit. Now we close both selling and buying in less than a month. We're very excited. It was some sucker guy dressed like an Indian, and he loved yellow houses.
Some sucker guy. Oh, they saw me coming a mile away. I like the house. I like the buttered colored house.
Somebody else sent in a Feel Good Friday. I told you that I was getting a kidney, and I did. I was at the Cleveland Clinic with the best doctors and nurses, and the kidney is working great. That's from Jackie.
Yay!
Jackie. That's awesome, Jackie.
Another Feel Good Friday. Somebody said, well, it's Friday, so there's that, and it means I don't have to dig any more damn holes for my fire suppression company. Oh, and thank you guys for planning out my dinner tonight. Nacho day.
Yeah, there's a big buzz around these parts about nachos.
I'll be digging a hole in some nachos.
Yeah, we went deep into nacho talk.
I want to eat nachos until I'm in pain.
Okay. All right, you can do that. It is the weekend. All right, anything else you want to shout out? You can. Somebody said, I want to shout out to the West Boynton Football League varsity Seminoles that are undefeated at 5-0. I know there's a big football weekend that's going on. You got a lot of big games and matchups that are going on tonight and tomorrow. Jbird, I know you are an alum of Palm Beach Gardens High.
That's correct.
Yeah, they have got a big old matchup that is going to be going on against their rival Dwyer tomorrow.
Oh, look out, Panthers. Here come them Gators.
Yeah, so that's one of the big high school matchups that you got this weekend. So thanks for that. Any other shout-outs, you can let us know here on the KVJ Show, 877-979-WRMF. A few more Feel Good Friday shout-outs. Somebody is heading over to Tampa to see the Drew Brees, Tom Brady showdown. Says, go Saints. It's going to be a great game, Buccaneers and Saints.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle.
Yeah,
I'm nervous anytime Tom Brady's playing my team.
They look good. The Saints do look really good. Boy, they've had a year. They win the Stanley Cup. They almost win the World Series. And who knows what's going to happen with the Buccaneers.
You're right.
They can make a deep playoff run.
Tampa's on fire.
Yeah, great sports town this year. Somebody else said, I'm going on a date this weekend. I've been single for over 6 years and a single mom, and I felt like I wanted to put myself back out there. Excited.
Okay, get it, mama.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else is having my baby on Monday via C-section.
Yay.
It's got to be exciting and interesting.
Is that the way to go, V? The C-section?
Not through the V?
Not through the V.
Yeah. You don't want a V-section.
It's a personal choice.
Or a D-section.
I prefer the V because that's the way that God built you. You're built to push a baby through the V. But a lot of times there's complications or problems, and it's a lot better of a choice to go C-section.
Is that one of those controversial things if you put up on Facebook, everyone would be calling each other a bad mom?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
It's not like breastfeeding.
Got ya.
I think it's a very personal decision that a woman and her doctor make together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And somebody else for Feel Good Friday said, I bought a car yesterday. Bye-bye Uber.
Woohoo!
That is Sammy that is all excited for that. So congratulations on all your wins this week.
Woohoo!
Well, if you do Nacho Day, you might be packing on a few pounds. If you load up on some very heavy nachos. And coming up here in a couple of minutes, Jbird is going to be our human scale.
Okay.
Can he figure out who it is that is sitting on him and how much they weigh?
I have no idea how much you guys weigh right now, to be quite honest with you.
Is he going to lay on the floor with his belly down?
Yeah, you can either lay belly down, you can lay belly up, however the human scale wants to do it.
Belly up just makes it weird and sexual.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. You're standing on me? Is that what you're doing?
No, sitting.
Or sitting on
You
me.
can stand or sit.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, standing wouldn't be as sexual. Maybe you should stand on me, Virginia.
Maybe you should lay tummy down.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Virginia wants tummy down and standing.
We're going to play this song and fight about it real quick.
You got 2 things to guess who it is that is standing on you and how much you think they weigh, and you need to get within 5 pounds to get credit.
What happens to me if I don't?
Dennys, you got that shot collar ready to go? Oh, he does. Okay, great. Always. Fantastic, always. Can Jbird wow us all here on the KVJ show with his abilities to guess people's weight? Now, you ever go to like the South Florida Fair, somebody just looks at you and they'll gauge, what your age or your weight might be just by looking at you. But our human scale here, you actually have to stand on them. So Virginia prefers for him to lay belly down on the floor when she does this.
Yes.
Okay.
It just looks less weird.
I'm eyeballing you all just to kind of see if I can gauge you, but the feel of your body is going to really give me what I want.
That's it, yeah. We're going to do 2 things to you. We're going to put a blindfold on you so you can't see who is standing on you, and we're going to strap a shot collar on you. Because if you don't get within 5 pounds, you're going to get shocked.
In some countries, this is like corporal punishment.
I don't know.
Yeah.
In some circles, this is kind of kinky.
It is, yeah. It depends on how you want to look at it.
Well, then good. I'm glad you're going to be facing down.
Could be either way.
So you want me facing down?
I do.
And everybody can ride the bird however they want.
Yeah. Probably stand.
He's here to please.
Exactly.
Yeah. You tell us where you want us to stand. Maybe around the shoulder blades. Is that a good call?
Oh my gosh, no! It could stand on the butt.
I think you should stand
You
either.
just want to be careful on his lower back.
I'm in my prime,
He
brother.
likes it when you walk on his lower back.
It does
does.
feel good.
Okay.
It kind of. But you can stand on. Stand whatever you feel comfortable with.
What if I want to stand on your neck?
I don't think you got the nards to do it.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll let the audience know what order we're going to go in here.
You want to chuck me out of here?
Yeah, Suits or Dennys is going to plug you in with some loud music, and you can go ahead and put the blindfold on, the loud music, and then we'll reveal exactly who's going to go in what order.
Okay,
see
there
here.
he goes. He's putting in the headphones.
Okay.
He's got the super creepy blindfold on.
All right, I'm firing up the music now.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Can't hear a thing.
Okay.
I promise.
All right. So here's what we're going to throw at Jbird, the human scale here. We're going to start with Virginia.
I'm first. Okay.
We'll
all
put
right.
you first.
Okay.
And you are at 137.
I am. I'm a little chunky right now. I'm just starting a juice cleanse.
Oh, okay. I was going to say 137. That's what
I'd rather be in the 129 area.
Oh, okay.
137's
Well, hello, squeezed.
a little meaty.
Okay. All right. We can bring Jbird back in.
All right, music is off.
That's some dance music right there.
Yeah. Well, it's Friday.
Where do you want me, boys?
On the floor, right there, in front of you, you got the shot collar ready to go, Dennys. In case he doesn't guess this correctly, you got 2 things. You got to guess who it is and the weight within 5 pounds. Or we give you a little jolt.
Yeah, and we've strapped this thing up to where? Your scrot? Is that where we've put it today?
Scrot or my throat?
Scrot or throat, Kevin? You get to pick.
That's the 2 options.
I vote scrot. I vote scrot.
Boy, Denny's got a tough job, doesn't he? He's got to strap that thing on there.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're going to have to be kind of quiet, I guess.
Okay. All right, here we go with the first person. Is going to be stepping on Jbird. Okay, going ahead here. First person. Step away.
Oh, okay, I got it. Do me a favor, contestant. Walk up my spine. Okay, it's enough. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough.
Okay. All right. There's the first person. Okay, Jbird, you can pop up here, human scale. Let us know what you think there. Who was that and how much?
I think it was Virginia,
Okay.
and it felt like 133.
It was Virginia, and she's 137. You got it right within 1 pound.
Dang!
My gosh. Okay, bring it on, witches.
Wow.
Human scale. Human scale, Virginia.
Wow.
What do you think, huh?
Pretty
Okay.
impressive.
With the music back on Jbird, we'll let the audience know who the next contestant's going to be that's going to stand on our human scale. He's got to guess who it is and their weight within 5 pounds.
All right, firing up music.
Yep.
Hold on.
Right now.
Of course, he knocks it out of Denny's hand.
He punched it right when I did
Dude,
it.
you punched the iPad.
Right out of his hand.
You hamburger-handed MFer. What's the matter with
Knocks
you?
out his headphones.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I live hard. It's
Yeah.
Kevin's fault. He's the one that signed
Even with
me.
a blindfold,
I
the
know.
accuracy of damage on those hands.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Firing it back up.
Yeah, please, because I don't want to hear her anymore.
Okay.
He knows he has to lay down, right?
All right. Music is back on. Second player to stand on Jbird, the human scale. Dennys is going next. Dennys.
Okay.
and He weighs 165. 165.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Got Bird back.
Okay. Human scale. Go ahead and lay down in position.
You want face down?
Same thing as we did last
Windows
time.
up.
Okay. Human scale is laying down in position. All right. Let's get our next person over here to stand on the human scale. Okay.
No! No! Ah! Oh my god. Okay. Okay!
Okay. All right. Let the human scale get back up. Let the human scale tell us who it was and how much they think they weigh.
I think that was Denny's,
Okay.
and I think it felt much higher than Virginia.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
much
locking
higher.
in.
Thank you.
Not much higher, but
Well, for a man.
locking it at 165.
It was Denny's. His weight, 165.
Oh,
Got it.
that's pretty good.
The human scale, I'm telling you, this dude is good.
Dang.
That's actually kind of amazing.
I'm very impressed.
I can't hear anything either, by the way. I can't. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But who's doing at the end the Jumanji
Who do you-
elephant?
who do you think?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I felt like somebody was being.
Who do you think that is?
Every time I go and I run by his ears,
Yeah.
so it
She's
throws
doing
him off.
a stampede of elephants.
Elephant ears.
Miss Tricky over here.
All right, now it's getting.
It is.
Okay. Now
Okay.
he's just on point.
Yeah, he's only got to guess just one more person correct because it's only between myself and Suits. Okay, got the music going?
All right, music's fired up.
Okay. All right, next up, it's going to be me, Kevin,
Kevin.
and I weigh 161.
Okay. All right. 161. Got it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. There we go.
We're good.
Taking off the music.
Yep, taking off the music for their human scale. You got to try to figure out who it is and how much they weigh within 5 pounds, or you get shocked.
He's in position.
Get the next person here.
Okay. Person's balancing.
Oh God. Oh.
Okay, all right. Get the person out, Virginia. Is dancing around Jbird's ears.
Stampede's messing me up.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm literally in your head.
Okay, so far the human scale has gotten the first two correct, the right person, and within 5 pounds of their actual weight. Okay.
Is this where he falls apart, though?
I know this could be tricky because
Yeah.
it could be Suits or Kevin. I don't know
Yeah,
what you guys
you're down to
did.
the last two on the guess here.
That felt very heavy. That felt like a gorilla on my tailbone.
Okay. All right.
I'm going Ralston, but if it's not Ralston, I'm so sorry, Suits, for calling you a heavy gorilla.
You think it was heavy, Kevy?
I like that.
Okay, heavy Kevy. Okay.
I do think it's I think it's heavy Kevy, and I think heavy Kevy's clocking in at 172.
Okay.
What? Can I change my answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Kevin Ralston, 173.
Okay. All right. It was me.
172.
Well, you can't lock it in, and then I start talking, and then you.
You must lock it in.
Yeah, that's what locked in means.
172.
172.
I'm locking it.
Okay, that's your final answer.
Yeah.
You can't change it. It's 172.
And that's the year you were born, right?
No.
73.
Okay. 172 is your guess. It was me. That is correct. My actual weight is 161. You are 11 pounds off.
You're 161.
161.
Look
yeah.
how svelte he is.
Yes.
He's like a greyhound on the radio.
Dang.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, you step on that booty heavy.
Okay. Is that what it is?
You got heavy feet.
You got a big monkey foot. You got a big gorilla foot still.
Yeah.
But yeah, your body is very slim and trim.
Yeah. I've trimmed down a good bit.
Keto Kev.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of the weight comes from the hair. That's why it's not showing up on the scale.
Yeah, that's probably what
it's
it is.
airy.
Yeah, somewhere there's extra weight. Okay, well, you don't have to guess Suits. We'll get him in here. You just got to guess his weight.
Okay.
Come
All
on,
right, Denny's
Soup.
going to shock you first, though, because you missed on me.
I'm gonna try to not move.
Okay.
Meditate.
Peaceful.
3, 2, 1. Bring in the pain.
Okay.
It works.
Man, it's tough to meditate.
It works.
I can't do it. Dennis.
Okay.
It'd be tough.
All right. Human scale is now 2 for 3.
Which is not a bad ranking. And
Pretty
he's-
good.
I mean, those are good stats.
3 out of 4 is going to be really solid. You got to get within 5 pounds of Suits' actual weight. Okay, Suits going to go over here, and put the headphones on so we can tell the audience what the weight actually is.
And Suits is leaving on the 3-piece suit and the dress shoes.
You don't need blindfold anymore.
Okay, yeah, you don't need the blindfold. We know it Suits,
Although
unless you
I
just like it.
leave it
'cause it's
on because
kinky.
I like to step around your head after.
I got the music on.
Okay, music is on. Suits is
Wait. Suits, wait.
Suits' weight is 173.
Oh, okay, 173.
Okay.
All right, now step
All
on.
right.
All right, music off.
Here we go for the human scale.
Oh, Suits is up.
Can the human scale tell? Okay.
Wiggle me, Suits. Wiggle me. Oh.
Okay, he wants movement.
Yeah, okay.
The human
it's
scale
enough.
wants movement.
It's enough. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. He just had a convulsion on my spine. You, you told me to move. You shook your foot at the end. Oh,
Okay.
He did the Macarena.
Okay. All righty. Human scale within 5 pounds. How much does Suits weigh?
I'm going to go. It felt heavier.
Okay.
Did you have your shoes
Heavier
on?
than the last one? Yeah, I think everybody's had their shoes on. Maybe
Really?
he's got on
They're dress
platform
shoes, I
shoes, though,
mean.
yeah.
I didn't put my shoes on. I went barefoot.
What do you think, human scale? Within 5
I think
pounds.
I'm going to go. He's 170. 172.
172 is your guess for Suits. Suits weighs 173. Wow. You went 3 for 4. I was the only one that you whiffed on.
I had a grandma once tell me, Bird, you belong working at the carnival.
Yes. Your grandma was dead on.
I agree.
Dead on.
Rest in peace, Grandma.
That
Coleman.
is impressive. Well, there you go. If you ever see Jbird out in public and you want to have him try off the skill, you don't have to get on the public scale. You can actually just stand on Jbird. He'll tell you your weight.
It's a KVJ win.
That is a
is.
definite win. That was impressive. I mean, you got Dennys dead on.
Yeah.
Pretty solid stuff, my man.
I didn't know him, though.
Okay.
I don't know if that's that
That's not the
impressive.
first time he's ridden you.
No.
All right. Well, that's weird.
Coming up in a couple minutes, you want to see weird. I got misconnections for you. One person is looking for their special nurse, and somebody else is looking for an older, fine-ass crossing guard.
All right, let's get into
All right,
it.
so we're going to see what we can find in our misconnections next.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Kind of makes it tougher with this pandemic going on to make these kind of connections. Can just imagine the desperation. But there are people out there still looking for love, hoping they get a response here. We got a couple different people looking for different stuff, like a special nurse and a older fine-ass crossing guard. We'll get to those coming up in a second here, but first, We've got some hot action happening at Publix in the parking lot.
Oh my gosh, do we need some of this today? Big K.
Wow. Listen to this. This is a male seeking a closeted gay male. Says here, you were grabbing trail mix from Publix. I said, I love your salty nuts. And you laughed. I had on a sleeveless Florida Panthers shirt. You asked me about it, and I replied with, you think this Panther shirt is cool? You should see my Panther moves in the bedroom. You became bright red in the face, but you seemed to love what I said because 20 minutes later, we were going to Bone Town in the Publix parking lot.
Damn.
You brought out a picture of your wife and you put it on the dashboard, which is kind of weird.
Oh, boy.
You had it right there the entire time, too, and for whatever reason, it seemed to kind of turn you on.
Which Publix, so I know not to go?
It's where shopping is definitely a pleasure.
A pleasure. It was a pleasure for you. And then when we finished, you started crying and praying.
Oh, gosh.
What a mess.
See, them quick hookups, Virginia, they're a mess.
I never heard from you again. I still think of you often, and I wonder where you are. Do you think of me? I'm still in the Boca area, so if you see this, please hit me up.
Boca.
I'm in the mood for some salty nuts.
Boca Publixes. Let's start looking at the Boca Publixes.
Let's not.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay in Tequesta, which is geographically the farthest spot away from Boca. And I'm kind of happy.
Imagine you're getting your groceries out and you walk out and you see that in the car next to you.
I'm like, really?
Like, oh my gosh, is he praying?
I think I tell a manager. That ain't cool.
This one says, I'm looking for my special nurse, an energetic male looking for a female.
Nice.
Says, to the nurse who gave me the most satisfying rectal exam. Where are you? You no longer work at the same doctor's office. When I called the office, they said that they legally couldn't give out your information. I know we had a connection, and I could tell that you felt it too. I'm sure you always have hot men hit on you, but I'm the real deal. I'll treat you with respect, and I'll give you all the sweets of the world. You are the best touch of any woman I've ever had touch me. I can tell when you examine me that it was more pleasure than work for you. I know you remember me. I'm Gary from the islands. I could use some company this Saturday, so could my rear as well. If you're the nurse that I'm looking for, please respond to me. It's going to be a long weekend and I could really use a release. I'm looking for my special nurse. Please reply to me.
All I'm saying is you got honey in the voice today, my man.
I do, okay.
And we have a lot of nurses in our chat room. Just saying.
Are they perking up saying, yeah, they
y'all
touch somebody the right way and get these kind of responses?
Claim your mate.
Yeah. And we got somebody else that is looking for an older, fine-ass crossing guard. Male seeking a female here. This one says,
you're an older crossing guard in the Cooper City area, and I'm a young man. I see you all the time blowing your whistle, and I love it. You see, I have a fetish for the elderly. I've dated 3 women in the last 2 years, and all 3 of them were 75 years or older. Now, I'm only 21, and ever since middle school, I've had this fetish. My 7th grade teacher, Mrs. Scalza, she was my first elderly crush. I'd bring her a fresh apple every day, and then I'd fantasize about her eating the apple while naked in front of the classroom. Oh, Miss Scalza. The bigger the apple, the bigger the pleasure for me. I've noticed that you're not working lately. Are you okay? Do you need me to bathe and change you? I know it's a long shot, but if you happen to see this, please send me a message. Or you could even write me a letter if that's what you're accustomed to. I just love the elderly.
Yeah, people are saying that you ruin apples for them.
Okay. Yeah.
And crossing the street.
You ruin apples and the elderly for everyone.
Okay, it's just over, huh? No streets, no elderly, no apples. Yeah.
Man, the psychology behind that person.
That's an interesting, twisted individual, huh?
It's almost kind of like they have an apple fetish along with the elderly fetish.
Well, they're stalking, I think, this crossing guard, which I wonder, I could see them maybe sitting in a parking lot and just watching.
That's what's terrible. When you're someone's just watching you, you have no idea what that they're there, that they're looking at you, what they're thinking, picturing you eating an apple.
You never know.
I try not to make eye contact with anybody in the parking lot. I get in, I get out. I don't want to know.
See, that's my problem. I'm always making eye contact. I always look like I want to get into a conversation.
Yeah, that's why all kind of weird people talk to you, because you have this basically neon sign saying, "Hey, weirdos, right this way."
I blame my father. He has the same problem.
Blame
You're
it
too
on him, huh?
curious.
I am.
You're like a kitten.
You're right.
You're like a baby kitten.
In this world, in this climate, it's not a good place to be curious.
No.
No.
Get in your car and leave.
Yes.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
You ever notice that somebody who buys into a conspiracy theory seems to buy into all of the conspiracy theories?
Yes.
Like if they believe in Bigfoot, they're going to believe in aliens?
They drink it up like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, they love them all. Well, there's a coronavirus conspiracy theorist from Vancouver, Canada, that just got arrested for violating a mandatory quarantine. He had somewhere to go. He flew back into the country from a flat earther convention in South Carolina. So...
Doesn't Canada know when you fly in and out? Like, they're keeping track.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
What, do you think they're not going to notice?
This guy can't stay away from a good conspiracy theory, though. He just loves them. He believes everything, this guy. Coronavirus, flat earth. Now, of course, we got something else to add to the list of the invasive species. Now it's jellyfish.
Jellyfish? They've been here, Kev.
Here's the one, Virginia. This is a new kind of jellyfish.
Uh-oh.
It's a jellyfish that grows the size of a beach ball, and they say they're big enough to damage boats.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, my. A beach ball?
Yeah, it's an Australian spotted jellyfish, and they're typically native to the tropical Western Pacific Ocean. And they typically grow to be more than 17 inches in diameter, but they can reach up to 2 feet.
Whoa.
So they're from Australia. When they sting you, they go, "No worries, mate."
No worries, you're dead.
Yeah. So far,
How are they getting here? Are they just migrating?
That's a good question.
You know how these people get? They catch things that aren't, from the area and plant them here.
You think man brought them or currents?
Man.
I can't tell you this. Luckily, they're not in Florida yet. This one was spotted in Myrtle Beach, about 25 miles south of. So, not here yet, but apparently on their way.
You ever spend any time in Myrtle?
I've been up around there, yeah.
Do you like it?
I don't think I've actually been into Myrtle Beach, but I've been, danced around South Carolina a little bit.
Okay.
Is that where they filmed Outer Banks?
Actually, no, I have been to Myrtle Beach.
Is that Outer Banks area?
Outer Banks is North Carolina, typically.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of around there.
I was hearing fun things about Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, now I remember going there. I had a really good time. It was quite a party. Yeah, it's nice. I think a lot of people go there and vacation.
I'm gonna book a trip.
Tear it up a little bit.
I think I'm gonna book a trip to Myrtle.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I think it's maybe along the lines, kind of maybe the same vibe as the Panhandle a little bit. Kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I used to be my stomping grounds. Did real well in the Panhandle.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say there's probably some similarities there. I haven't really been to the Panhandle, but it's been a long time since I've been to Myrtle Beach.
Locals call it the Panhandle.
They do?
Yeah.
Panhandle?
Panhandle.
Okay, it sounds confusing and odd.
No way, the Panhandle.
Just like the man that said it.
Yeah. You want to stay away from jellyfish, and kids, stay away from rabid bats. There's an elementary school in Texas where the kids found a rabid bat, and they're like, well, hey, look, it's a rabid bat.
Let's play with it.
They were, yes. There's a video from the school district of the kindergarten students near the rabid bat playing along with it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Did it bite one of them?
Luckily, no, but now you got to get, shots for all the kids and all that stuff.
Are any of the kids afraid of garlic?
Hopefully it's not a vampire. A woman in Fort Myers got arrested for attacking a manicurist after she got upset over a nail design.
Seems reasonable.
The 24-year-old woman went to the salon to get her nails done and became upset when the employee wasn't doing them correctly. So she knocked over the plexiglass divider along with tools on her work desk and then broke a glass bowl filled with candy.
Dang.
Wow.
People are wound tight, Kevin.
People are. I mean, come on. Really? It's nails, right?
Nail art.
I mean, you can seriously redo that pretty quickly.
You just
right?
get some polish remover and
my
start
gosh.
over.
There's a video on YouTube where the woman messed up the nails and the woman wasn't going to pay and they're blocking her in. They won't let her go. They're chasing her out into the parking lot. It gets into a fist fight. I'll send you the link.
I need
What
it.
is
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
Interesting little traffic stop that happened near Fort Myers. The deputies completed the traffic stop and then found a crack pipe in the SUV.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And so they took the woman into custody, and that's when she surprised them by removing a fun baggie of crack cocaine from her privates.
Ooh. I always assume the crack is probably from the crack.
Yeah.
Always assume.
Well, it was from a different orifice, but
Yeah, I hear you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there you go. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why she just wanted to reveal that to them. You would think you would want to keep that hidden, right?
Maybe she knew she was going to be strip searched and cavity searched anyway, and she's just given up.
She
She's
panicked.
like,
She fell on the
just
sword.
Just going to help them out.
Yeah, they probably appreciate that kind of voluntary behavior rather than then having to go up there and get it themselves.
I always wonder
Yeah.
when the police ask, they're trying to get the information out of you and they go, look, it's going to be easier on you if you give me all of the details, and then you give the details. Are they just lying to you, or does it really make your sentencing and all that easier?
I think there is something to cooperation.
Okay.
Right? Like,
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
if you
Yeah.
give me your crotch crack instead of making me go up there and get it, I am going to be nicer to you.
The nicer to you in the moment, but does that save you from doing extra time if you are forthcoming?
Great question.
Yeah, I mean, is it better to try to keep it hidden and hope that you can
That's what I'm asking.
smuggle
Yeah.
it? Yeah, or you found out they're like, they found my crack pipe.
Try to manifest it to go up into your tummy.
Well, I mean, let's say she doesn't say anything and they happen to not check that
I bet
area.
they'll strip search everybody who
Yeah.
gets brought in. I mean, they may if they find a crack pipe in your SUV, but
I'm not to sound like a criminal, but is honesty always the best policy for the police?
I think they do strip search everybody before they put you in Gen Pop.
Yeah, you'd have to, right? Because if not, what do you have a gun in your
I
butt?
think it's their policy, right?
If you had a revolver in your gut, now you're in Gen Pop with
Thank
a
you.
butt gun.
What if you're that girl with the coochie full of crack? Now you can give it to everybody once you're locked up.
Can you say that?
Can you say that, Kevin?
I'm not sure you can.
I don't think you can say that.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That doesn't matter.
But once you're in there, you can hand it out like Pez, and they don't want that.
Okay.
They gotta check everybody.
Good heavens.
Good heavens.
Well, you ever seen Crocodile Dundee?
That's not a knife.
This is a knife.
This is a knife.
There's a guy in Ireland that tried to rob a fast food joint with a knife, but ran away when one of the employees pulled out a bigger knife.
Oh.
I could see how that would happen.
And finally, here today in your whacked out news, a 39-year-old man was caught going 60 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone in Naples, Florida. A woman in the passenger seat told the deputy that she was the man's girlfriend and she owned the car. The man said he was visiting from Missouri and was just looking for a parking lot so he and his girlfriend could talk. Right. The man then told the deputy that he worked for the Department of Homeland Security under a classified position and was a Missouri County Sheriff's Office.
You're not going to be able to find any of my information because I'm undercover.
Yeah, the deputies, after doing a more thorough search, discovered the guy's license was suspended and they detained him. And then they found out he'd actually just moved to Naples 24 hours prior to his arrest. He's homeless, and his license was actually suspended 2 years ago for traffic-related offenses.
Wow.
So there you go. He was not who he said he was. Go figure. All right, coming up here in a second, today is the day that we kick out $5,000, the KVJ 5K Workday Payday. You got a chance to win $5,000, and you can qualify by picking up $100 coming up here in less than 5 minutes.
The 97.9 WRMF $5,000 Workday Payday. Be caller 9 right now at 877-979-WRMF to win $100 and get qualified for $5,000. Good luck from 97.9 WRMF.
I always love this. Kids, when they try to explain something, it just sometimes doesn't come out right.
Oh, but it's adorable.
It is adorable. Yeah, I was looking on social media and they had the weirdest incorrect terms your kids have used to describe things. I don't know if you ever get this with Rocco or
All the
did.
time. All the time.
Somebody said my daughter used to call knees leg knuckles.
It's adorable.
It does actually make sense.
It's a leg knuckle.
It is a leg knuckle. Somebody else said my daughter used to call heads of lettuce salad balls. And they really are.
Yeah, they are.
When you think about this, and we get caught up in our own little way, and we only see the world one way. These kids, they don't have the kind of blinders on that we do. They're salad balls.
They're brilliant.
Yeah. My daughter calls hard taco shells crunchy buns.
That's a genius term.
That seriously,
the
that
snack
is
game is strong with that
crunchy buns.
Yeah, I love
We
it.
call Kevin that behind his back.
No, we don't. We do it to his face.
Yeah.
Well, you
That's
get
actually not a bad idea for a product. Crunchy buns.
I
Crunchy
love it.
buns.
That's a great name for a product.
Yeah.
That
taco
do very
shells
well.
called crunchy buns.
Soft on the outside, but there's a little crunch in the middle.
Yeah. I think there's something there, kid.
Yeah,
That
I
and
like
salad
it.
balls. I mean, salad balls might work too.
Well, they're the same company.
Crunchy bun, salad ball.
The people that brought you salad balls are also bringing you crunchy buns.
Well, if you like that, here's a couple more. These kids need to sit on the board of a food company. Somebody on social media said, a boy I babysat called lasagna spaghetti cake.
Ooh.
These kids, man.
I mean, the ideas, right?
Yeah.
The way they're labeling this stuff, you're like, okay.
It's a pasta layered cake. He's
Yeah,
right.
spaghetti cake. These kids are genius. And how about this? My 3-year-old son calls mustard hot dog syrup.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hot dog syrup. Oh, man. Somebody else said my son screamed at the store that he wanted butt cakes. He meant cupcakes.
Butt cakes.
Butt cakes. I want butt cakes. Somebody else said when my son was little, he called bras booby pants.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, okay, I get it. And my almost 3-year-old calls the bathroom fan the poop wind.
That kid is right. The poop wind.
I love a fan in a bathroom.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
Yeah, can you turn on the poop wind? So there you go. Anything cute that you want to share with us, you can. 877-979-WRMF.
97.9 WRMF and the $5,000 Workday Payday.
Oh, $5,000. That is going to be happening a little bit later on today. Maybe it's going to be happening for Iris in Port St. Lucie. Hello, Iris.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. I just got into work, and I am starting the day off really excited.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, Friday you start off with $100, and by the time you leave work today, you could be $5,000 richer.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's a cool little concept. Well, enjoy your Friday, okay, Iris?
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
I want to let everybody know that every hour you want to be listening up, top of the hour, all the way till 5 p.m. You can qualify with $100, and then right after that, we'll draw another $5,000 winner, and then start all over again next week. So don't miss out on some easy money with the $5,000 Workday Payday. It is just people that listen to this radio station. So it's all local winners. It's
And
not a
then
national thing at all.
There's only like 45 winners a week that we pick the $5,000 from. So that's
Yeah.
pretty good odds in any kind of contesting. 1 in 45, I'll take it.
What's the percentage of that?
1 in 45.
The percentage. I want the percentage, the decimal, Virginia.
Again, we have a math ban on this show. No one's allowed to do math.
I don't even know what you're asking me.
Yeah.
You look like your brain just broke.
Coming up here in a couple of minutes, you guys ready to play a fun little round of Producer Denny's Knows When You're High?
Yay!
We need it.
Yeah, we
love
do.
it.
All right, here's what you do. If you are high, you want to call us up, 877-979-WRMF. If you're not and you want to try to fool Denny's, see if you can stump him, you call us up as well. He's going to ask you a couple questions, and then he will take the plunge in the guess if you're high or not. 877-979-WRMF. Stoke up. Call us up right now at the KVJ Show.
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show. More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Producer Denny's Knows When You're High. We're putting them to the test here, stoners and non-stoners alike. We're going to start off with Chelsea in Orlando. Hello, Chelsea.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How are you doing today, Chelsea?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Okay. Let's see. Denny's, can you get a vibe off of Chelsea here? Tell us whether she is high or not. I'll let you ask her a couple questions first.
All right, Chelsea, first question for you. Would you still eat watermelon if it had bones in it?
That's a great question. That's an SAT question today, son.
I mean, somebody's bringing the heat.
Well, I'll play like assuming I already like watermelon because I'm not a huge fan as it is. But if I was, I would say no on that one. That's a hard no.
Hard no.
Oh, I got a bone in my watermelon.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be tough, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, you're going to have seeds and bones? That's
Yeah.
too much. That's too much.
I like my watermelon, like my wings, boneless, man.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Interesting
She
philosophy.
got quips.
Yes.
Yeah, she does.
Second question for you, Chelsea. How would you explain to me why water is wet?
Another fire question.
It
Because it's not dry, man.
It's not dry.
Yeah, it's not dry, man.
It works.
It's wet, man.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
You get it? Okay.
I'm starting to get a vibe, but I got one more question for you.
Okay.
Final question. What food would be gross in a nugget form?
Okay.
Jello. I don't like Jello.
Jello nuggets.
Oh, fried
as
Jello.
a nugget or normal. I guess, yeah, no, I don't like Jello.
I think egg salad nuggets would be terrible.
Oh, I would eat that.
Oh, Virginia would.
I love egg salad.
You leave them out, they start to sweat.
Room temperature egg salad is divine.
Great question. Home run, Josh.
Yeah, really good stuff.
Yeah, that was a good one. You got me with that one. That was a hard one.
Yes.
What do you think about Chelsea here? We're trying to figure out if she's high or not, Denny. You getting a vibe?
I'm getting a little bit of a high vibe from her because she's very
Little?
giggly.
Chelsea, are you high?
I would have to say so. Yeah.
That was fun.
All right, Denny's cracked the code on that. Enjoy yourself, okay, Chelsea?
Thanks, guys. Have a great morning.
Okay,
You were
too.
fun, Chelsea.
I want all these people that play this game to come to our first event after COVID.
Oh, yeah.
I need them.
I want everyone to come and listen to our show, even the people who hate us. Bring them all.
Yes, bring
No,
ball bats.
They can stay home.
Okay, we got Justin here from Lake Worth. Producer Denny's Knows When You're High. What's up, Justin?
What up? Good morning, KVJ.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's Fireball here.
Yeah.
Okay. He's got a lot of energy, Denny's. Let's see if you can figure out if this cat's high or not.
All right, Justin, first question. If it was acceptable and everybody wore diapers, how many do you think you would go through a week?
Oh, man. I mean, I do take one. I think one dump in the morning, at least one at night. But
Well, now we know his poo
He's
schedule.
really working it out here.
This guy's averaging 14 dumps a week, Danny.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'd probably go through like 15 diapers a week.
Yeah. Okay. 15.
Pretty rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say if I average 3 a day.
2-3 a day. Okay.
If I have tacos on Tuesday, then I might need more.
Okay. Depends on your diet.
Nachos on Friday.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Good point. Do you have a number for us, Justin? What do you think?
15, I'll say.
That's a good one.
Okay. All right. 15, about the average.
Second question. Would mummies be good or bad neighbors?
They'd probably be good neighbors. They're probably quiet, wrapped up. And if I need toilet paper, they're always there for me.
Good point.
Yeah.
This guy.
And a pandemic, they come in handy.
Yeah.
This guy's good.
You imagine they'd be moaning a lot, though.
They do,
I
yeah.
thought that too. Slow moving moaning.
It'd
Yeah.
be hard to sleep through. Mm-hmm. Final question. If you were in the Spice Girls, what would be your Spice Girl name?
Sweet and spicy.
Oh, look
Okay.
at you.
I would have went with
Spice.
Big Dumper Spice because you said you're a big dumper.
Diaper Spice.
Poopy Spice, yeah. Okay. How you feeling on this guy, Dennys?
It's a little trickier.
Yeah. What do you think? High or not? Yeah, he did come in with blaze of glory.
A lot of gusto,
Yeah.
and then you notice how he brought it
Tapered.
down a little
Yeah.
bit. Almost like they're talking to two different guys.
Yes. You've seen a change here. So what is
Tricky.
the true Justin?
What
Tricky.
is?
Do you have a stoner here or not?
When he was talking about dumping, we had the real Justin. We were talking to him.
He went into it, yeah.
That was really him.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I'm getting just the slightest high vibe from him. It's tricky because I can't tell if he's trying to trick me, but I am getting the slight high vibe.
Okay. All right. Our guru says that you're high. Justin, are you high?
Man, you cannot trick this guy. I was trying to go at it, but yes, I'm blowed. I'm high.
Thank you for censoring yourself there, Justin. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I was reaching for the dump button.
I would have said he wasn't high.
Wow.
That guy's good.
That's what Dennys is. I'm telling you, if he had a superpower, he knows when you're high.
Yeah.
Everybody tries to trick me now. It's this weird dance I have to do mentally.
Co-workers come up to me, Danny, am I high?
Bosses.
Yes, Elizabeth, you're high.
Now go home.
Okay, Sarah, one more here for you. Producer Dennys knows when you're high. Hello, Sarah.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. Okay. All right,
Good.
Dennys. All right, let's see. Is Sarah high or not?
Sarah, what color do you think smells the best?
I think the color pink.
The color pink.
Because it's nice.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys agree.
Color pink, yeah.
We concur.
Like
Yeah.
bubble gum or something like that.
Pink lemonade?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
true.
Maybe
true.
watermelon sugar? Kind of pink? I don't know.
Been caked by the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stop.
Stay on.
Let's see. Second question. What would you say to a giant squid if you were trying to offend them?
I was trying to offend them.
Yeah, like you're like, hey, squid, take this.
Get a little squishy or, yeah, get a little wet.
I would say your family doesn't love you. That's why you live alone.
Oh, gosh. Wow, how to make a squid cry, huh?
You're a poor man's manatee.
Gosh, that's harsh.
All of it.
Harsh. Poor squids. Hope they're not listening.
No. And final question for you. Describe the biggest sandwich you've ever eaten. What was it? What was the temperature outside?
What
What
were
was
you
the
wearing?
temperature outside?
I'm kidding.
The biggest. I'm not a big sandwich person, so it's got to be just like Subway. They're standard foot long. It's probably summer.
Okay.
I usually go to
Okay.
6 inch.
She had a foot long in the summertime. Okay.
Sounds
Dennys,
romantic.
What do you think? Is this girl high or not?
I don't know, she's a little giggly. In the beginning, though, Bird and I looked at each other. I don't think we think she's high.
We think we've got a faux
Faux
stoner. Yeah.
A phoner?
A phoner.
Yeah. Okay. Are you high or not, Sarah?
No, I'm not. I've actually never done pot ever.
Wow.
You've never done
it.
what?
You've never done pot. Denny's dialed it in. Perfect score.
Out.
Nice
Wholesome.
work. Thank
What
you very
about
much for
Denny's?
playing along, Sarah. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
How about that? I mean, Denny's, what is it, 3 for 3 again today?
Every now and then, people get me though.
Yeah, but it's rare.
Your
It's
Rotten,
rare.
your
It's
Rotten
rare.
Tomatoes score is like 96, bro.
Good.
Yeah. Well, if you love speaking in emojis, you're going to be happy to know that there are some new emojis on your phone that you can start communicating with. Had a whole new drop from Apple on the iPhones yesterday. 117 new emojis to check out.
I hope they brought in Bigfoot this time.
I don't see any Bigfoot. I haven't gone through all 117 of them.
I feel like that'd be a popular one.
The Bigfoot would be huge. He's everywhere. He's on beef jerky commercials, pizza commercials,
Yeah.
Geico commercials. Get with it.
I know. Thank you for the Bigfoot respect. I love it.
As they get more emojis, do they take emojis out of circulation?
Great question.
They shouldn't. That's dumb if
Well,
they do.
The only thing I wonder is because, you get so many. Let's say you get to 3,000 emojis and you're looking for something that's kind of rare or hard to find. How do you keep them all straight? We're like going, okay, do I need, an Amish guy with 4 different Amish hats?
Right. It's overkill. It's Amish overkill. And the Amish don't have an iPhone anyway.
Nothing against the Amish, but we have Amish emojis, but no Bigfoot?
I agree.
No, I was just using an example. I don't know if there is Amish or not.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
just an example.
I'm not trying to be anti-Amish. I'm just trying to be pro-Bigfoot.
Thank you. I'm over here being
So you think in the pecking order of life, Bigfoot needs to be ahead of the Amish?
I do.
for emojis.
For this.
For emojis,
Okay.
yes, just emojis.
Okay, just emojis.
God doesn't look at it that way, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, I think we should have Amish and Bigfoot.
Why can't we have both?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Some of the new ones, there is a yellow smiley face and Groucho Marx glasses. That's what, the fake nose and the dark glasses. That's a Groucho Marx.
It's topical.
Is it called Groucho Marx too? The Groucho Marx emoji?
I don't know if because I don't think they don't have labels for them. But yeah, I wonder if, let me see if I type, because a lot of times that's how you do it, right? Is you type in the name. and
What's
then
the
they'll
next emoji? Elvis?
Pop up. Yeah, I guess I put in Groucho Marx glasses and yeah, kind of a goofy. It's got the glasses. I was like, "Grr." So I guess that does it.
I mean, could we get a gremlin up in this piece? How great would a gremlin be?
Gremlin would work.
You mean like the one from the 80s movie?
A little bit more recent of a reference than Groucho Marx, though.
Yeah.
Kev's all
true.
over me about all my references today. Do you just meet me? I make old references, dog.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll get to that one. A ninja is another one they dropped today. A toilet plunger, an actual human heart. Do we need an actual human heart? We got the heart emoji already, but they're going to do what it looks like really in your chest.
Maybe people in the medical field would like it.
Well, then where's the pancreas at then? We can't get a pank?
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what my point is with, are we going to then start adding every organ?
Remember for a month you thought you had pank cank?
Yeah, let's bring that up. That was hilarious.
Good times, good times.
Well, that would have been a good time for me to send you the pank emoji and be like, you don't have it.
Yeah, no, that'd be
Happy
great.
face on your pank.
I always love when Virginia tries to make me feel better. It always goes so well.
Yes. And there's also another emoji of a hand making a pinching gesture, kind of like a mafia guy would when he's talking.
Like, eh.
Oh, okay.
Capiche.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. So if you wanted that emoji, where do you find that? And if you wanted it to come up, what would you do? A mafia hand?
Is he by all the other hands or by all the other people?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I put in mafia hand and it's definitely not coming up. So I don't know. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, 117 new emojis if you like that.
They legalized cocaine. Do they have a cocaine vial in there?
That's a good guess.
They should not have. I don't know. If they got cocaine legal in Oregon, give it an emoji.
Is there a pot leaf?
I think there is a pot leaf.
There's a 4-leaf clover. There's a Christmas tree, and there's a cactus.
Maybe
yeah, no, I think people don't they use broccoli or something like that? Isn't that kind of the universal? Yeah, Denny's giving me a thumbs up. That's kind of the.
But broccoli ain't the pot leaf. The witch has got a point.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. You get one emoji. You want Bigfoot, Jbird?
I
You
would
had to
like.
spend one.
Yeah, I would.
Virginia, is there anyone that you feel like it's absolutely missing that you need?
No, I'm good.
You're good. You don't need emojis.
They've covered so much.
Why can't you play the game?
I mean, they've covered everything, though.
What about your charcuterie?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll take charcuterie.
Oh, you're back.
Okay.
I'm looking at all the emojis. I'm trying to see what they missed, and they're pretty damn thorough.
Yeah, they are pretty thorough. Well, coming up here in a couple of minutes, they broke down what people were eating and drinking on election night. Apparently, our eating and drinking patterns are a little off, even here in the state of Florida. I'll let you know the two things people are going for the most coming up next.
The KVJ Show. Mornings and the best variety of the 2000s, 10s, and today. 97.9 WRMF. It's more of the KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
So when we're a little stressed, what do we fall back on? What do we run to? There's two categories that you definitely see people in America running to when they get a little stressed out, like they were on election night. Any guess, Virginia, what those two things might be?
Booze and ice cream.
That's a good guess, yeah. So you got one of the two, Jbird.
Definitely booze.
Okay, yes.
And I'm going to go with pizza.
You're in the family because I'm looking for correct answer is carbs.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That is the two things that Americans run to when they need comfort. And you can just go to delivery companies and you can tell what the pulse of the nation is. It's really kind of crazy because there's some data out now from Drizzly and also DoorDash. Drizzly, they're an alcohol delivery company. And they've released some information about what happened on election night. And they said that in liberal states or Democratic states where they were going blue, they said their services saw a 75% increase on election night.
Wow.
So Democrats were really knocking it back.
I told you about those people I know. They were having a voting party on Tuesday. They're like, you know what? Or an election party. They were drinking.
Yeah.
They were up watching it the entire night.
There was a lot of people I saw on social media on Wednesday, even yesterday, that were just, this has been a really tough week for a lot of people. Like, people need a weekend because they were up. A lot of people stayed way up, way late on Tuesday. To me, I'm like, I didn't see this thing ending. I'm like, this is not good. There's no way in 2020 with what's going on and everything that's happening that we're going to have an answer by tomorrow morning. I'm going to bed.
That's how I felt, but I wanted to still stay up because I thought it was going to be a lot quicker than it was. So I stayed up till like 2:30.
Did you? Wow,
I tried to go to sleep, but I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, and then that one guy, revved up his motorcycle.
If I'm up till 2:30, I have to call in sick because my brain can't function, and I start hallucinating.
Yeah, no, I haven't been good all week.
Here's what's interesting. They said in blue states, for the Democrats, you saw a 75% increase on delivery alcohol. In the conservative states that were red, 33% increase. And Florida is a state, now this is what's interesting, we were 55%. But you think about what Florida is. I know other states have their mixes as well, but boy, we are in a blue area and a red state that went red ultimately. 55%. We're pretty much smack dab between that. 33 for the Republicans, 75 for the Democrats, and Florida sat right in the middle at 55%. So that sounds like it makes sense.
Fascinating.
When you look at that, yes.
That's pretty cool. You can get food data on people.
Yeah, well, it is fascinating because now delivery services and everything being so digital, they can see sales, where, when, how much, blah, 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 that you really can, if you're mapping that, you can see a definite graph correlation between tension in the country and tendencies of what we order and eat. And booze goes up, and DoorDash is letting you know that they said carb-filled foods were very popular on election night. Top things that were being delivered to people's doors on Tuesday: French fries, chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks.
I mean, that's just good living right there.
Carbs and fried food. That's what people go for when they get stressed.
We're about to go into the holiday season all looking like fat, drunk Santas.
You're right.
And it starts tonight, Nacho Friday. Nacho Friday!
Yeah, Nacho Friday, baby. Yeah, it's good stuff. I have to check in with us. We were talking a good bit about the nachos earlier. I was trying to nail down the top 3. If you only had 3 nacho toppings, what would you go with?
Not only did it get me and Virginia all hot and bothered for the nacho, our audience, the KVJ Nation, I was looking at the chat rooms. They were all getting down with some nachos tonight.
Oh, yeah. Nachos, that's probably a separate little battle that maybe we take on. We didn't really get a consensus on that, but we threw out some really good ones. In fact, somebody's saying you guys earlier forgot Dave's Last Resort in Lake Worth Beach. That's the best nachos. Jesse said that.
They are so good, and they have a great honey mustard at that restaurant.
Yeah,
and a
Dave's.
great corn and crab chowder.
Yeah, pretty good craft beer selection, too. One of my favorites.
Good date place.
It's first place. I went on a date with the Mexican queen.
No crap.
Official date, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, we met at Sailfish. First official date was at Dave's.
Sailfish, they say, has good chicken nachos.
I know. We only go to nacho places. I'm starting to find out. Somebody said best nachos ever, actually, the wonton nachos with the sashimi tuna. That's what I was talking about earlier when I said Savory Eats, food truck there at Due South in Boynton.
They're not traditional nachos, but they certainly are magnificent.
Yeah. Well, we were asking if you could only have 3 toppings on your nachos, and the nacho, we decided counted as a chip and the cheese, so that makes a nacho. You got to have the nacho cheese with the chip.
Agreed.
So then you would be limited to 3 items. What makes it? So we went through a bunch of different items. Here are the items that people voted on in our best nacho toppings poll. Salsa is number 1. Number 2 is guacamole. 3 jalapenos.
Wow.
It's everything I don't like.
Yeah, huh?
Where's the sour cream? I must have sour cream.
Okay, you got chicken 4, ground beef, black beans, lettuce, chili, shredded pork, black olives, tomato, bacon, and he didn't put sour cream on it.
Damn, Dennys.
Didn't even make the cut.
Wow. You going to yell at him after the show?
Yeah.
Kind of.
All right.
I'll just yell at you instead. You can tell him about it later.
Yeah, pass it along.
I'll absorb your anger.
Yeah. Already got one person qualified for the 5K workday payday. You pick up $100 top of every hour until 5 p.m. You listen for the cue to call number 9. You get in the running for that. And today, somebody wins $5,000, just 7 minutes away from that. We've got the KVJ After the Show podcast. That is going to be coming up live on YouTube, also on Facebook. You can check that out. And it's on the 97.9 WRMF app. We talk about people like carbs as a stress reliever. How about some free pizza today?
Oh, the power of pizza, Kevin.
Yeah, it's going off this weekend. Another delivery from Doss Craft Beer and Pizza, and they've got great craft beer. 70-plus beer choices there on Singer Island Beach at Ocean Walk. If you download the app or go to WRMF.com and listen to the radio station, for 1 hour you get an entry into picking that up, and then KVJ is going to deliver it. Coming up this weekend.
Mac and cheese pizza will make you think differently about how you enjoy your pizza.
Good.
It's delicious.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you can check all that fun stuff out. To get us to the After the Show podcast, Jbird, if you would, wrap us up for the week with your thought for the day.
Life is a nacho. It can be yummy and crunchy or squishy and yucky. It just depends on how long it takes for you to start eating it. Boom.
Eat it now.
Eat it now.
Eat it now.
Don't
okay.
wait.
Eat it.
Don't wait on your dreams, kids.
Yeah. Eat it now, kids.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.